Come with me to Tokyo, Japan, where we are trying the viral matcha. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me to Tokyo, Japan. Come with me to Oxford Circus, London, where we're trying the most amazing Italian dishes from this cute little place. It's called Prezzo. Come with me. Come with me to try the viral pizza. Come with me to Starbucks in New York. Sorry. Hi. What is this viral pizza? Come with me to try the viral pizza. So basically, there's this crazy thing where you get some bread and you put some sauce on it and then you put some cheese on it. I'm so, like, I just very abruptly got really, really sneezy. You know? Hang on. Ba-ding. God bless Windows Power Toys. It's so good. Meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Wow, this game can load quick. The game can load? What? There's loading? More likely than you think. My god, I need to find viral. Sorry, it just like got really dusty in here all of a sudden. Here we go. I sit there for like 2 minutes waiting for this to load on Switch. That's so sad. You deserve better. Anyway. Oh, music's a bit loud, isn't it? It's alright. I was listening to it in my own time the other day. I know. To be fair, the game hasn't actually started. Lewis is right. It could still take 2 minutes. I mean, it won't, but... oh, fuck, there's so much. Shrek. Come with me to Shrek Swamp, where we are trying the viral swamp. I was trying to avoid this. The resolution I use for powerwash is set from before I started using a 16:9 display. So it's like 1520 by 1080 or something silly like that. But it means that now I'm using a 16:9 1080p display. I have to hide my taskbar if I want that to, if I want to be able to see the whole screen. Which just, I don't know. I'm not much of a hide the taskbar person, you know? Especially when it just doesn't hide itself. Go, move. Come with me to Tokyo, Japan. Okay, I don't think it's gonna disappear. For some reason, this disappears fine. My screen feels naked without the taskbar, right? Which is weird because I used to be a taskbar hater. I used to hide that at every possibility. I still keep it small if I can. Although I think Windows 11 might have taken away the option to keep it small. Either that or I changed it to small and then never, like, didn't even remember doing it because I'm so used to doing it. But just like sometimes I see people with like their scale set to like 200% and the icons are so big, it's hideous. I love in powerwash when you clean something and it leaves like a silhouette of it behind. That's that good shit, you know? Need to get into the groove again. Except to remove search and weather, yeah. Search is such a crazy thing. to be by default, because you can just open the taskbar and search anyway. Like, the search button and the Windows button do the same thing, which is crazy. Like, I guess if you press the search button, it probably brings up some sort of, like, hi, here's some horrific headlines that you might want to know about. But, yeah, no. Just, like, you press the Windows key, and then you start typing. That is how you search things. Right? That's normal. Come with me to search on Windows. Oh, I miss you. Enjoy your stupid mental health walk.
Professor Helper here.
Professor Helper.
Ready for engagement, you should wash. Wash and wash some more.
I'm washing. Who I'm washing right now? How is the volume, by the way? Is it all good? Are we cooking in the hood? Also hired, by the way, Joe. Come with me. Minecraft Legends is free on Prime Gaming. Very slay. Claim it whilst you still can. Come with me to try the new viral Minecraft Legends in celebration of the Minecraft movie. Flint and Steel. Flint and Steel. Come with me to try the new Flint and Steel. How's your weekend going? Yesterday I thought I was gonna die very briefly. I was so tired. We went to two flat viewings. Yeah, we went to 2 flat viewings yesterday, and I was so tired. I didn't have my delicious hot drink of the morning before we went to the first one, which meant, like, by the time we were finished, I was hungry, I was tired, I was groggy. And then we had a really delicious brunch, which was amazing. Had some liquids, and that was good. Then we went to the second house viewing, and just, like, it was so hot, and I was so tired that I just, like, I was in a, not in a foul mood, but I was just, like, feeling very destroyed, if you know what I mean. Like, I felt like it wasn't me. I felt like I'd lived 2 days already, and it was, like, 2 p.m. And then afterwards, me and Jaden went to Lewis's. We chilled, made some food, just kind of hung out. And then, like, by the time I left at, like, 8:30, 9, felt completely fine. Ended up going to bed at, like, a normal, reasonable hour. But I wasn't tired, because I'd, like, spent however long resting at Lewis's. It was chill as fuck. I've been ravenous today. How many chicken wraps have you had? It's so sad. Must have eaten, like, 4,000 calories today. Oh. Full of delicious calories. It's like 3 wraps left. What? You should try to savor those. I guess I could make them bulkier for the future. My oldest saw the Minecraft movie with Jason. Now it's his whole personality. Oh, excellent. And how do you feel about this? Fun fact. Was it? What did Jace think of it? I'm dying to see it because there's a version of it that's leaked without any of the CG, or, like, with minimal early CG. I'm sneezing again. Excuse me. I want to watch the CG-less version. I think it's gotten to the point now where I'm not going to go see it, let's be real. I think the only time I would have gone to see it is if Alex wanted to go watch it with me, but I think they're already going to see it with people, so I'll probably just wait until we can legally but digitally obtain. Yeah. And then I'll do like a watch along, either like at my home with friends or on Discord or something, right? Like, it doesn't look very good. So I'm not... You know, if I'm going to go to the cinema to watch something, I would have gone to see Nosferatu, which looked amazing, and I just never had the chance. And I assume there's going to be another... I don't know. Kiri Discord, very legit Minecraft movie viewing. Yeah, you have to buy tickets, but the tickets is... I don't know, bones. Only viewers with 200 minutes of Kiridulu view time are allowed to watch the Minecraft movie. Jace enjoyed it in a it's stupid fun kind of way. A lot of kids' movies are, right? I don't see a problem with enjoying it. But, yeah. I'm not. My hopes weren't high for it to start with, but like finding out that it was live action it's still a bit of a bummer, right? I think coming fresh off of like something like the Mario movie and Sonic and even Detective Pikachu of yore, right? Seeing all of these things be realized in such amazing ways. And then seeing the Minecraft movie, which kind of is given the vibes of old video game movies, where they just kind of like were a bit naff. It's kind of exciting in a way. I think I'm sick of Jack Black. I think I'm sick of Jack Black too. It's a shame he kind of sold out as hard as he did. He as a movie star, he was always kind of overrated, but he kind of had his own thing going on outside of that, which was interesting. But now he's just in a lot of movies. Yeah. Outside of Kung Fu Panda, I would say he never played anything except Jack Black. Yeah. Exactly. And that's a shame, because we kind of have a lot of actors that just play themselves, right? Pebble's snotty. Give me a second. I just need to blow my nose. Yo, did someone say US politics? Let's fucking go. Hi, Thonius. Yeah, the strong purveying theory is that a lot of the tariff list was essentially generated by an AI, where it just like got fed a big list of domains and sort of spat something out. Because it's got like loads of really weird shit. Loads of uninhabited islands that have tariffs on them. Unless there's some sort of insane 4D chess big brain move where like it's preventing people from registering a business in these specific uninhabited islands. It's like when people register a business in the Isle of Man, except people, you know, it's not an uninhabited island. It's just a UK tax haven for bastard landlords to be able to have complete anonymity to their tenants. But yeah, no, insane. And like, I gain no pleasure from constantly seeing how insane everything is being, and yet it does continue to be insane, so cool. Can we do something with this? Mm-hmm. It's weird that that's flashing like that. See, I want the wheel to keep spinning. It's satisfying to go like this. Oh yeah, I'm excited for you to get that keyboard as well. Very personal curiosity. Yeah, I've got a lot of keywords blocked on Blue Sky. And it's just... admittedly, it's better. It's better than it was. But a lot of the people I follow are still, you know, some of them live in America. It annoys me a bit when people will censor words, like, that are just, like, names of people. Because, like, I've blocked that name for a reason. Don't you do that with your cute little censoring star over someone's name? It's not a slur. Well, you know, not in the traditional sense anyway. Yeah. An island off the coast of Australia that got hit with a tariff that is 15% more than the mainland. Or... I wonder what Reese thinks of this. He must be in shambles. But yeah. It's like, it's weird, right? Because I'm not the type of person to tell my friends, you know, the people that I talk to willingly, right? I'm not going to be like, don't talk to me about this. I don't want to hear anything about this. Because, like, you know, if my friends want to talk about it, then I find talking to my friends interesting. So, like, if, I know, Lewis messages me about Musk doing something stupid, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. We'll chat about it and we'll make fun and whatever. But just like when it's on Twitter, I just hate... Sorry, Twitter? Blue Sky. Same fucking difference, really, isn't it? Just like... The Blue Sky is filled with, like, boomers afraid of technology, and Twitter is filled with Nazis. So, you know. But yeah, when it's on, like, a social media platform, it does feel incessant. Hate that this is given British twats and media ammo. What has? Oh, right, the tariff thing. Whatever. It's absolutely fine to say I would prefer not to talk about this. Yeah, I agree. I feel the same way. But also, I'm a lot more open if someone that I like wants to talk about something, if that makes sense, you know? Like, I think I do and have told people I don't want to talk about something right now. Or at all. But I think it's easier with friends because you know that you can kind of rib off of them a little bit, and I think I think especially in my groups, we tend to grill each other a bit too negative at each other sometimes. And it goes both ways, right? You could be too negative in the reverse way, where you go, stop being negative all the time, and it's like infuriating. Because like half the time you're just talking, right? But I think it's nice to be able to do that with friends. Whereas on any social media, it just feels fucking maddening all of the time. I think that I do a pretty good job of curating, but the fact is that curating is something that you have to actively do. You can't just set stuff and then enjoy your life. And it just sucks that it has to be like that. I wish there was a button on every social media that was just like, can you make this not terrible for me, please? Thank you. Thing with Twitter, I think, is just like, I didn't realize how like actually how easy it was to stop using a social media. It probably helps that Blue Sky is identical in terms of functionality though, right? Like it scratches that same itch. But just like sometimes I see people like, oh, I couldn't leave. It's just like, well, that's fine. You don't have to. But every time someone sends me a link to Twitter, I'm like, oh, I'm not clicking that. You better hope that the content that you're trying to show me is embedded. Otherwise, I'm not seeing it, sorry. It's gotten bad enough that I don't even want to give it the bandwidth. I had a friend who was watching the Trump inauguration and messaging me about all of the horrible things. Yeah, just like, what? That's just horrible to do to yourself, right? And like, I understand caring, but especially if it's not your job to do. Like, you can read the Cliff Notes. You don't... If you're that interested, you can read the Cliff Notes. I don't want to tune into it. That's silly. I don't know, I'm kind of flagging on Blue Sky now. Yeah, that's fair. Like, it works for me because all I do is post and look at my friends' stuff, right? But people use social media differently to me. I try to keep it small if I can. I try to post funny things for my friends. Is the stream having issues for anyone else? It's not coming up as having dropped any frames in OBS. And the connection is solid. Or it's showing solid. But let me know, please. You do post some bangers, thank you. Yeah, because I tried basically all of them. Is the music a little bit too loud, or is it just for me? Because it's a little bit loud for me, but if it's not drowning me out, I'm not going to change it. Music is fine. Cool. Yeah, because like I tried basically all of them. Co-host was the thing that I moved to first, but I didn't move to it. I just kept using it in addition to other things. I didn't like Mastodon at all. Mastodon felt strange. The vibes were off. So, yeah. I think if I ended up stopping using Blue Sky, I would just not have anything in its place because I realize that I don't actually care that much about like scrolling social media. There are so many of them. I'm glad co-host is dead. It felt creepy to me. See, Mastodon felt creepy to me, so I'm glad that we're sort of in the same boat where just like the vibes were off for one of them, right? Is Mastodon still up as well? Or did that leave as well? I think Mastodon died. I thought so too. Like, I'm not going to use threads. Like, if like TikTok died or something, like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts are exactly the same thing, you know, it's whatever. But they all hated each other and would block entire instances when the admins got mad. See, that's just crazy. It's like Reddit, but worse. I kind of stopped using Reddit a while ago. I don't remember why. I think it's when they banned third-party apps. I just sort of really went off of it. Because I think the app that I was using made it, like, not a chore to use. And I really don't like the official Reddit app. So I just kind of... I think it's, like, still installed on my phone. But I just don't. Reddit, I think, is the... You know how everybody has a description of Redditors? It's crazy that they're all correct. It's just not the place. Every time I try to find help on anything, it's always unuseful. Unuseful? Well, that's a bad start for making a point, isn't it? Imagine being subscribed to r/cats would mean you can't see any posts from anyone subscribed to r/Nintendo. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, I don't like... It's not like Twitter, for example, where I just entirely stopped using Reddit. But I just... You know, I stopped being able to use the version of the app that I liked. And just... It stopped working for me. You know, it stopped being able to do the thing I needed it to do. Reddit is the best for specific topics. Yeah. Like, I used to have, like, pinned subreddits that I would go to. And it just felt like it got a lot harder to enjoy. I think Reddit is best when all of the conversing has already been done. I don't like being involved in a thread, you know? Yeah, you're definitely right about the, like, community thing. Like, it was the only thing for COD Zombies. I think it kind of remains the only enthusiasm for COD Zombies ever. But, like, for better or for worse, right? Reddit's such a hit or miss on communities, yeah. I think I can't even count on two hands because it's happened so many times. How many times I watched a community on Reddit just, like, implode in on itself because of, like, something insane happening. And just, like, realizing that there was, like, one guy who was a mod on about 400 of the most popular subs. And just, like, weird sweeping changes kept happening because of the strange backhanded deals. It was all really weird. And I was just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I just want to, like, find a weird niche community and post memes about it, you know? Old.reddit.com, yeah. I think even now, if I'm ever on desktop, I will use old.reddit. It's just like... Reddit really does feel like the website where you post... If you're not in the specific place for people that like the thing, then you say, I like this thing, and everyone goes, you like that thing? Ugh, you're dumb. Well, I much prefer this thing, and that's because it's better in every single way. And I just despise it. And then you go to, like, the subreddit for thing that you like, but, like, specific thing that you like, and it's either completely dead, in my experience, or you realize you're not enjoying the thing properly. And that can be really good because it means that you can learn really, really cool things. And like, you know, you become more of an enthusiast for the thing that you already liked. Or you realize that like the skill ceiling is really high and you just may as well not. There's a whole schism which led to a different server being set up, and it was a whole thing. Yeah, like... And I get it. It's going to happen with communities, regardless of where it is, right? You know, people... This drama just happens. Did not mute the pewter before I left, like I thought. Coming home to Kiri yapping is weird. Cheers, not dropping on an open fire. Doesn't do a Nook video. Let's fucking go. Alex, this could be you. You could come home to me yapping every day. Come live with me. Please. I didn't watch it, but he's alive, presumably. I go to a flat viewing. I ask the estate agent, is this flat creepy or wet? The estate agent doesn't know what I'm talking about. I pull out my diagram, which explains in depth the difference between a creepy apartment and a wet apartment. The estate agent laughs and says, it's a good flat, sir. It's wet. You telling me a flat viewed you? Yeah. But what happened next is shocking. Really hungry today. I don't think I felt hunger at all yesterday. I felt excitement about eating, but I didn't feel hunger, and today I haven't stopped being hungry. Made macaroni box yesterday. Oh, macaroni box. I assume there isn't a special amazing meal called macaroni box, and that's exactly what I think it is, right? Because if so, I fucking love macaroni box. Do you think it's the Nando's? Because I've also been hungry. The Nando's is filled with worms. I think I know why mine is, and it's not the Nando's, but I don't want to say because you shouldn't say the things that I would say in polite company. Won't talk about weight too much, but I hit 69 kilograms today. Can I get a nice in chat for 69 kilograms? Nice, thank you. It isn't boxed mac and cheese. That is what I thought. Eat 1/3 of a bag of Walker Sensations. Macaroni noodles and ground beef, which are coated in creamy egg mixture topped with cheese and baked until golden and bubbly. That sounds good. It sounds a bit like British food, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I now realize that I've said that out loud. It actually sounded like an insult. It wasn't. But it sounds like something one would have at a pub. Suspiciously close to a carbonara made with whatever you have in the house. That's really funny. I should do that. It's like how, you know, when you call any animal a dog, and like you're right most of the time, right? You know, you see a creature, you go, ah, dog. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how often you're correct. It's not half the time, but it's often enough. I made Korean beef with cauliflower rice today, and it was delicious, but the cauliflower rice is not filling at all. It, like, you can just inhale it. So I think next time I want half rice, half cauliflower rice, if that makes sense. Didn't realize cauliflower rice was just mushed up. It's not mushed up, it's diced. It's riced cauliflower. What did you think it was? That's why it's not filling at all, because it's just you're eating a shredded cauliflower. It's mushy, you're mushy. Can't beat a cheddar and bacon carbonara. Bacon is excellent in carbonara. Cheddar, no, but it's normal to drench macaroni box in ketchup. I don't know, again, don't know about special Finnish macaroni box, but macaroni cheese and ketchup, and like beef and ketchup, excellent combo. When I make mac and cheese, like the Kiri mac and cheese that is, you know, with the one with enough cheese in it to kill a horse, I'll usually top it with broccoli, breadcrumbs, and like sriracha, which is, you know, it's just ketchup for people who want something more than ketchup, right? I used Red Leicester and said you're fucked up. If someone were to ask me what's the, like, who out of the people that you know, pick a friend who uses cheddar cheese in carbonara, I'd be like, yeah, it's probably Joe. Chester is my second guess. Oh, mate, if you want a macaroni box recipe sometime, just ask. Oh, fuck, I do. I'm on... As we are aware, I'm on perpetual diet at the moment, which means I don't get to enjoy some of the finer things. I'm taking it easier now, though. Like, I'm not... But between January and March, I was, like, counting every single calorie that went in me. Like, absolutely min-maxing my diet, because I was just trying to, like, get over the line, you know? And now it's more just trying to eat healthy, so I could probably manage a macaroni box or two. What is everyone's standard cheese to have in the fridge? What? It's a good one. Yeah, extra mature. Like, the sharpest cheddar you've got is the one that I want. It depends which extra mature is on offer, right? Because, like, you've got Barber's mature cruncher, but sometimes it's a bit too expensive. Cathedral City is good, but it's got a bit of a rubbery taste to it. I mean, when I say one of the finer things, Thornius, I don't mean, like, fancy, I just mean, like, something that isn't slab of meat and vegetables to meet a minimum calorie requirement that I've been dealing with recently, you know? Like, if there's one thing that I want, it's hamburger. Yeah, what's your default cheese, you know? If you open, you've got one cheese in the fridge, what cheese is it? Not like what's the best cheese, just what is the cheese you buy, you know? You know when you say I need milk and cheese. My standard cheese is just cream cheese. It's not cream cheese, it's just fresh cheese. Since cream cheese is fresh cheese here, I see. Yeah, vintage cheddar is the best one. But, like, if I could, I would have vintage cheese in everything. But I think if I'm in the shop and someone says, get yourself some cheese, I'm getting, like, extra mature. The one in the purple packet, right? Glad that we've agreed that extra mature is purple, regardless of what brand you buy. I think the cheese situation made shopping at Lidl/Aldi, whichever one it was that we used to go to, a lot more livable. Because, like, the cheese is just completely fine. Quite good, actually. Not much cheaper than other places, though, annoyingly. Did you buy pre-sliced or blocks? Blocks. Blocks for sure. because then you can do what you want. Although having pre-sliced cheese of different types is always really nice. So like, sometimes I'll buy a packet of pre-sliced Emmental or something. Or like, I've got some Leerdammer cheese coming in tomorrow's shop, which I'm going to use in bagels, which will be lovely. But usually, yeah, just blocks, and then I'll slice it myself. Because blocks are they're just so much cheaper, you know? Pre-slices for barbecues only in my house. Yeah! This is really good, because since we're talking so much about moving, the living situation is changing again, right? And we were looking at this house. I'll try not to give away details, so prematurely doxing myself. We were looking at this house. I don't know if we're going to go with it. A big part of me hopes that we do, but there's also like a big chance that we don't, you know? It's whatever. But it's got like a really nice garden. I say really nice. It's got a garden, right? It's got a garden that has been looked after. It is square, it has grass, and it has concrete. Which means barbecues are so fucking back. I've not had a barbecue in ages. Even like my parents, even Jaden's parents didn't do a barbecue last year. It was horrible. I was well upset. And just like, I used to host people so often. I used to have house parties or do a barbecue, and I just haven't done that in so long. And I'm so excited. And this place has like, it's got like 3 tiers to it, right? It's got like a bottom floor with an indoor area that have glass doors leading to the garden. And I'm just like, oh, you could put like tables in there, and it'd have like a lounge area, but like not a living room, you know, because the living room is upstairs. So you could have barbecue, places to sit, without like people being all up in like your space, if that makes sense. Oh, it's gonna be great. Kiri Discord barbecue at Kiri's house? Probably. Maybe. And just, it's gonna be so nice to have like, I'm less thrilled because like this place in particular, right, had it's got like 4 bedrooms, but not really. It's got 3 and a scary square room. It's got 2, really. But being able to have people stay is just like something that I think I've missed more. We've had guests stay the night in the past, and it's felt really awkward because you can see the sofa where people sleep on in the living room from our bed at the moment. Feels like forever since last Kiri stream. It does, you know what? Also, to be fair, even the last one that you slept through, it was a while ago. G-Man says, pre-sliced. Easier for fridge raiding. Yeah, there is something particular about a pre-sliced bit of cheese, you know? But it's delicious. You could see me sleep from the bed? No. Because our heads are the other way. But, like, if I wanted to check on you, I could just sit up and look around the corner, you know? But we shut the door. So. Point is, there wasn't a lot of room, right? It was weird. Clearly wasn't the most comfortable for anyone involved. Yeah. Spare room is a Tory luxury. Spare room is a Tory luxury. And if we get the place that I've been gunning for, which again, unlikely, even if everybody agrees with me 100% about this place, right? Which is unlikely because I'm not the only person whose priorities matter, and there might be a better option or a cheaper option, etc., etc. You know, even if that's the case, we're probably just going to get outbid on it. So, yeah, unlikely. You guys ever just chomp a block of cheese? No. I've always wanted to, though. I haven't, but I'm always tempted to. I'm also always tempted to. If I'm grating cheese and a little bit falls off, I'll like... Will you do a Kiri Discord housewarming party for the next flat? That is the plan. Well, but my plan is to do a housewarming party. I guess I don't see... Well... I'll have to discuss with the other tenants. The plan is to do a housewarming party though, because we're moving on the week of my birthday. So if we can settle down as quick as possible, then housewarming, right? Go for a Lizzie Line one so it's easier for me to visit. That would be nice. And it would be easier for other people to visit too, but it's just, I don't know, it's not really something you can type into Rightmove, is it? I'll be there in spirit. We can Iron Mouse you if you want. We can set up a monitor, like, in one of the rooms with you on. Even if you're just, like, sitting there chilling, playing something. Slough it is then. Should we go to Slough? Jaden, can we move to Slough? Have you seen the beaches of Slough? The mountains of Slough? The temples of Slough? It's beautiful there. I wouldn't even want to move to Reading, if I'm honest with you. The temples of Slough. It's called a fucking Weatherspoon? Yeah. Get one of those Segway robots with an iPad. Yeah! And then you can launch yourself down the stairs when I'm making my heroic departure. I think Big Bang Theory also did the Segway robot. I think The Simpsons also did it, you know. I think Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide also did it. Also, God, throwback. Saudi Arabia has the Kaaba. We have Slough Sainsbury's, which is just as good, if you ask me. Did you know that Slough has the tallest buildings in the world as well? Help, my spouse started watching Young Sheldon again. I don't know how to express my adequate disappointment. You should just disconnect the internet. Let's just move to Liverpool. Fuck it. Why not? What the fuck is Ned's Declassified, whatever it was? It was like a Nickelodeon show. It was like live action, similar to just like every kid's show from back then, where it's just like teens in a school, and it was all about surviving high school. And you know, he had a survival guide, and the show was his survival guide being declassified, you know. And it was always like, rule number 1, when at the school dance, you have to dance your way through the floor. That way, you don't look like you're trying to barge people out the way. Bazonga. I actually really liked it. But because it was like, you know, a group of nerds trying to make their way through. But it wasn't good, if that makes sense. You know, it was like the exact type of casting you can imagine. There was skinny white guy with brown hair that smiled like this. There was girl. There was black character who was a nerd. I don't know why that was such a trope, but it was. And then there was the janitor. There's always a janitor that's like a key character. But it was like good, you know? It was fine. It was completely fine. Why is there exactly one character out there who looks like Richard Ayo? I can't... I don't know. Sheldon, Leonard, Raj, Howard, Penny, Bernadette. Bernadette from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Sure, that could have been a 2010s every Nickelodeon sitcom ever. Yeah, you know? but I did like it. And you know, the main character had like a, you know, the girl character was a nerd, but you know, when she takes her hair down and her glasses come off, she's actually beautiful. And there's a love interest going on. It's, you know. Aren't you meant to power wash wood, by the way? Are you meant to? Probably not, right? You're just blasting all of the varnish off of it. That's okay. Yeah, I've been excitedly thinking about... I'm using this like one house, the main one that I think has slowly solidified itself as my favorite the more time has gone on. I've been thinking about this one particular place just because of how nice the area was and all of the stuff came with it. But the whole idea of being able to go back into a house, I think is exciting just because of the extra space you get. I think that the benefits of just having more space is just... I keep thinking about it, you know? I have a small pile of stuff. I've got a GPU currently under my chair because I just got nowhere to put it. It's old. It's old and crap, you know? Really, it's e-waste and I should recycle it. But what if I need it? We made an offer to one. Yeah, we made an offer to the one that I'm talking about, but I don't... Does that mean we want it? I don't actually know. You can make a media center with that GPU. Yeah, that's true. And I wanted to make a media center here, but there's nowhere to put it. But now... It's crazy that a media center is just a whole computer, though. Like, that's still expensive to make. And I have... We're probably going to be outbid. Yeah, I think it's unlikely that we're going to get it. But I hope we do. Going to Coventry tomorrow. I'll come by yours and hang out with Jace for a while. Aw. Can I do that? Can I come with? Alex, can you call my boss? Tell me I'm sick. Tell me I can't come into school today. These days, if you want a media center, you can buy some cheapish Intel NUC, and you're probably set. Yeah, that's the thing. That's another reason why I haven't. Because, like, if I'm going to spend 500 quid on parts anyway, right, I might as well just buy something that's ready to go. And install a Linux or TrueNAS or something on it, and go from there. It'll be way cheaper and use a fraction of the power, yeah. I think I'm due a replay of Diamond and Pearl. I want Jaden to play the old Pokemon games. Like, I want them to play Gen 4. I want them to play Pokemon Platinum and then Heart Gold. Or Soul Silver. It doesn't really matter which one. Because I want to experience them experiencing it. But, like, it's just kind of inconvenient to. I've got a 3DS. I just don't know if they'll... I don't know. Sorry, Jaden. I'm talking about you like you're not here. But it is out of affection. Hello, Mr. Steve Train. Kiri's unwell. I must come watch Big Bang Theory. And young Sheldon with the shrimps. I still rage a decade later over my missing Pokewalker. I'm sorry. I still rage about the fact that I had a DS and a Game Boy and a Game Boy Advance. All three of them stolen with all of their games whilst I was in primary school. Like, I think about it, because I know who stole it. I saw him do it, and they just, like, just nothing ever came from it. And to this day, I'm actually really mad about it. I don't want to play 3DS. Yeah, see? Why? Do you want to play on a regular DS? I've got one of those. think someone in secondary school stole it. Really? I've never heard of Level Up. Fire at the balls. I'm just not a handheld person. I mean, I can set something up for you to play it on, like, your PC or something. Sometimes you say things that I don't think I can relate to, and it makes me, like, I struggle to empathize, if that makes sense. Because, like, I think it's normal to not be a handheld person. That makes sense, you know? I don't like playing things that are in my hand. I would rather, like, sit on a TV and play or something. But I don't understand. What do you mean? Handheld is great. Sit on a TV. Yeah, sit on a TV. Ah, you know what I mean. The S is just too small. The 3DS is huge! See? Massive. Massive. Has this got power? Yeah, it does have power. The generation gap has never been more visible. Shh. Shut up. Zan XL, yeah. It's the Majora's Mask one as well. It's, the skin, I don't know if you can see, is like kind of peeling away on both sides. The only reason I got a 3DS, a new 3DS XL, is because Smash 3DS had better loading times on the new 3DS compared to the old 3DS, and I actually really preferred the regular size 3DS. And then, like, I bought the XL, and for like 2 years I was like, it's too big, I don't like it, because like the resolution of the screen for the 3DS, right, is like 240p. It's not high, so just making that panel bigger is, you know, it just kind of gives it that kind of like Vaseline-y smeared look. It looked okay because like the panel and the game were the same resolution, so it didn't look too bad, but it was still clearly low res, right? And then I think after like 2 years of using it, I went back to a 3DS that someone else had, and I went, oh my fucking god, this is worse. This is worse. Objectively worse. Even though, like, it's obviously not that. It's just what I was used to in both instances, right? I hope they figure out this flip folding phone thing soon. Because you could just remove the screen protector. The screen protector is definitely the problem in current folding phones. And you can just remove it. I removed the screen protector from mine before I had it replaced. And it was a lot better. It was a lot nicer to use. It was a lot more durable without that screen protector. It was great. I loved it. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel right to not have it. Kiri's new phone is too big for me. My new phone is huge. I agree with Jaden though. I think that the flip phone, the way it folds in half, really, really nice. If I considered getting a flip phone so that I could use my phone less, if that makes sense, because I use it too much. I'm on my phone far, far too much. Smash 3DS was so good. Hang on, I think I'm... Something that it took me really long to realize is that, okay, like, I'm... Shock horror, I'm addicted to my phone, right? Whatever. That's something that I need to work on. But something that I didn't realize is how long your phone battery lasts if you're not addicted to your phone. Because I've seen people with the same phone as me in many, many instances, and their battery lasts all day. Because they're not just like turning on the screen, going, huh, clicking around stupidly. Oh, I should check my emails quickly. I should do this. I should do that. You know, they're not having screen on for 14 hours a day. Which makes sense, right? That makes so much more sense. And like, this is gonna, oh, breaking news. Phone batteries last longer when you don't use the phone. But I didn't realize that that's how other people were living, you know? Yeah, I think that you're right for that, Jaden. But yeah, I think, don't want to name drop people that aren't here, but I have seen someone with a phone that had a notoriously shit battery life, and like everyone knew it, and even they were like, yeah, the battery life on this is shit, but it still lasted a whole day because they weren't touching it all the time, you know? Have you considered picking up a book? I have bought a bunch of books recently with the intention to get back into reading. I know, most commonly said phrase in the world. One of them is called God Killer, which I've heard is really good, and then a couple of Cosmere books. And you know, you just need to start. I've just not gotten around to it yet. I was waiting. I stopped reading. I got really, really into reading, and I read all of the Stormlight Archives books. I read all of them back to back. It was great. It was the best year of my life, best 6 months of my life, best however long it actually took me. And I was like, cool, now I have to wait for the next Stormlight book. And everyone was like, oh, just read this book or just read this book. And I just was like, no, I want to finish reading the thing. I want to read the thing that I'm currently invested in. And then I slowly lost interest. And now the next book is out, and I'm like, I will read that. I will read this. I was so disappointed to find out how bad most libraries are. The one in my hometown was amazing. The one in our hometown was amazing, wasn't it? It was beautiful and had everything. The one in Hackney is really good as well, actually. And the one in Chelmsford is also really good. Essex libraries, I guess. Right? I would like to get an e-reader. Like a Kindle or equivalent, same as Thornius is saying. I really want the Kindle Oasis, or whatever the equivalent of that is now, like the really big one. But it's like £300. What's the fucking point? If I'm buying a £300 e-reader, like, well, I'm not, because that's too much money. They don't really have an equivalent to the Oasis anymore. That's a shame. Alex is right, though. Get a library card. I need to get a library card, and I'm going to get a library card in the next place I move to. Also, because libraries are good, because you can rent games and stuff from them as well. And music. I used to go to my local library and take CDs and rip them to my PC, and then put them on my iPod. Because, you know, that's what it was for. But, like, what a joy. What a treat. Koba Clara color. I've heard that's really good. Or I've heard that... Is it Kobo? I don't remember which the brand is, but yeah. I signed up to a library when I lived in Loughton for a while, and they were really weird about letting me sign up. It was really difficult, and I don't remember why. They had like a really big problem with me having a library card, and I don't remember what it was. I think it was because I'd moved in recently or something. The NFC book checkout was so cool, yeah! My local library has a jacket swap for when you grow out of a jacket and someone else who may need one can take it. That's really nice. When we move, shall we all get library cards? Wealth check requires Loughton libraries. 50k minimum in liquid cash. Yeah, maybe that's why. Living in Loughton was miserable because, like, it technically had stuff, but I couldn't do anything. Everything was too far away. It claimed to be in London, but I was like a 25-minute walk away from any station that, like, made it worth going. And then, like, it's on the Central line, but it takes fucking ages to, like, get to even Stratford, right? It's horrible. And just, like, so many places would lead me on for employment. There was this one place that was like it was like a gaming hub, right? Like an internet cafe type thing where they had like consoles and PCs and stuff, and people would play and they would do tournaments and stuff. And before they opened, I applied and I had like this really long conversation with the people that owned it, and they're like, "Yeah, we'd love to have you on board." And then just like randomly they were like, we don't think so. Probably we'll be in touch, but we're not sure at this time about if we need the extra staff. And like, I was like, okay, weird to do that, but okay, I understand, small business happens. And then like, they kept posting job offerings online, and I kept applying and they kept ignoring me, and then they shut down in like 3 months. And just like, man, that would have been so much fun. Okay, I committed and just took the screen protector off my phone. Can I see? Because when I took the screen protector off of my phone, it was perfectly fine. Oh my god, it's so much better. You can actually see it. It's beautiful. Are you happy? Yeah. Take a photo. You're overestimating how well these gaming cafes do as a business. I mean, to be fair, like, they definitely didn't go under because of me. But, like, my point is they were hiring. And I was like, I will work for basically nothing as well. At the time, I worked in Sainsbury's for 12 hours a week. I was not earning a lot of money, and I was not expecting a lot of money instead. It's not that they wouldn't do it. They were like, we will do it, but we're scared of breaking it. So, like, you need to be okay with us breaking it if we try to get the screen protector off. You should just take it back now and get them to put one on. It's crazy that the dent on your screen, the one that, like, where you can see the green pixels bleeding through, it's crazy how much, like, less bad that looks now that the screen protector isn't indented around it, right? I'm thirsty. Do you want to go to Sam's and KX tomorrow? Why not, eh? Bing, 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 bing. Anyway, yeah. I was just annoyed about that place because it just would have been nice to work in, is all. I feel like I wanted to work there. It looked like fun. I was, young at the time, and it aligned with my interests without being like a strictly professional career. I felt like I would have fitted in quite well, and they like aired me out, and I was sad about it. It's obviously not the end of the world, but I just was sad. It's so fucking funny that these folding phones, from all of them, right, have this special folding glass, and then they put a plastic screen protector over it. I would go back to a folding phone, I think, but it needs some more time in the oven for me to want one, right? Something as simple like, because my phone has an S Pen in it, and I had the Note before the folding phone, and I fucking loved it. And when I had a folding phone, I missed the pen too much, and it has pen compatibility, but it's like, I've still got the pen. You have to keep the pen separate for the folding phone. It doesn't like slide into the phone. And I was just like, well, this is fucking stupid, because I'm not going to bring a pen around with me like a dork, am I? Sorry, my demons. Probably get one if they weren't all so ugly. I like the flip. I like the flip quite a lot. If you have a purse, you just leave the pen in there. I used to keep the pen in my bag, but like, it was so much effort to get it out, you know? It was just annoying. Whereas like, here, you literally just go like that and you can start writing and it's great. Like, I don't even think about doing it when I take it out. It's like second nature. Whereas I'd have to like, take my bag off of my back or reach into the side pocket. It was just worse. I don't know. I could get a carabiner and leave the pen on the carabiner, I guess, if I want to be really strange about it. I might just leave my phone without the protector. Oh, but I wanted to go to King's Cross. It's fun there. Fair enough. It's nicer without the screen protector, isn't it? Like all things. Everything is nice without a screen protector. I do not use them. I would prefer to keep my phone naked. This is the first time I've like chosen to use a case on my phone. It's weird, right? I'm not much of a case person. Pockets are genderless. Don't let them take away life luxuries. Don't let the woke left take this from you. You can trans your gender and have pockets. Come wave me off at Euston like those Victorians who would wave their handkerchiefs at boats. I will do this for you. You should get your jeans from Hollister. They gender them in sections, but they all say unisex on them, and you can get some with massive pockets. They're great. And they, like, hug your waist good. You can have flattering silhouette, or you can have pockets. That's why I wear a moth suit. That way I can have not a flattering silhouette and no pockets. I think we're made of money to get jeans at Hollister. Yeah, the jeans I've got, because all of my jeans are from Hollister, but I got them all for like £19 each. Every now and again they do this stupid deal, but because I always wait for them to do these insane deals, all of the sizes I have are really different. I've got a pair of jeans that are 33 waist and 36 length, and they are so fucking long. It's crazy. But they were so cheap, and they're so comfy. So, like, if you ever see me with my jeans tucked into my boots, which you will, because all of my jeans are weird sizes, just know it's because the ends of my jeans are wrapped around my toes. I guess if I wasn't short, that would be fine. Apparently, the prices of passports goes up on the 10th of April. Do you guys know this? My mum just sent me a text saying this fun fact, this little factoid about life. You should get a new passport now. On stream. Should I do that? Should we apply for a passport together? Come with me to apply for the viral passport. Trying the viral passport application. Oh my god. 5 days I'm going to the Switch 2 event. Join us, blue passport holders. I've been hanging on because I'm waiting to get my actual Cypriot citizenship proof so I can get an EU passport. But a member of my family who is required to give me that information is dragging their fucking feet. And that's driving me nuts. A friend of mine has already gone to the Switch 2 event. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't be them. I'm trying my best here. I went to the first one they have in England. You know, they had tickets available for people to bring others along with them. Yeah. Wait. I had to do it with people in my, family. They wouldn't let other people play the game, they had to watch it. I don't think that's what you're doing, Jaden. You've got, a proper ticket. You've got your own proper separate ticket. Free cuck ticket, nice. I didn't want to say it. Come with me to the Nintendo Switch 2 cuck event where I get to watch another group of people play some games. They got this really nice comfy chair for me. Guys, it was so cute. Alex, I'm coming to Houston to wave you off. What time are you going? Nintendo don't have Gorilla Chair, they're missing out. You're so fucking right. Jaden, can we get Gorilla Chair? No. You never let me have anything. This event on Friday or Saturday. I think it's on both, but I'm going to the Friday one. So if you're there, I'll see you then. Yippee! Might get the Pixel K9A. Ooh, the Pixel K9A! Like the dog? But yeah, the Pixel 9A is really good. Do recommend. You've always been a pixeler in my brain. I guess because when we started dating, you had a Pixel. Pixel 3, right? I've worked like everybody else, so I'll send someone else to mug you instead. Aww. I just have a cough that day. What are you? What is this? Put the afternoon off. Of course, so did I. Can you fucking imagine if I was like skiving off of work and I announced it on a public stream before it happened? That's just like asking to get written up, isn't it? Especially at a place like my work. Me, Kiri manager. You're getting nicked, sunshine. Alright, sunshine. You got a license for that Nintendo Switch 2 event? I'm hungry. I'm also hungry. Well, no, I don't think I am hungry anymore. I think I convinced myself I was hungry and then just kind of ran with it. Come with me. I'm trying to decide if I do anything. about the Switch 2 event, like social media wise, you know. Do I? I'm going to Boss Man who wants something. Ooh, could I? You know how Boss Man sometimes they do fried chicken by default, right? But sometimes they also do peri peri chicken. Can I get a peri peri chicken like burger or something? If they do it. I do warn you though, they always take way longer than fried chicken because they always cook them individually. They don't have them like out. So I would order that first so they can chuck it in. But like it's so good. They always make them so fucking spicy as well. It's crazy. I get you 20p sand fry. It's the standard Boss Man chicken shop. This guy's never been to Chicken World. Chicken World, Croydon. Something is wrong with you for ordering peri peri and Boss Man chicken. No, you're so fucking right though. There is something wrong with me for that, but it's so good. I think it's because I used to only ever go to Boss Man chicken drunk out of my fucking mind. Like, I didn't realize that going to like Boss Man chicken or kebab shops sober was an option until I met Jaden. Because I was like, what are you talking about? We're not on the way home from a gig venue. We can't have that. So like, I tried to mix it up, right? Why are you even in Croydon in the first place? I used to live there. It's horrible. It was actually fucking horrible. We were looking up crime statistics the other day, and just like Croydon is so high on the crime chart. It's insane. We moved there because it was cheap and we didn't like question it, and it was just like, yeah, it is that bad. You couldn't leave the house without getting harassed for something. You could get harassed for nothing. Just like people gawking at you for no reason and following you around. It's horrible. And like, it was supposed to only be it was only supposed to be between like 20 and 30 minutes to get to work from the closest station we were at. And it just, like, I started at 9, and if I didn't leave at 7:30 or before like 7:20, if I didn't leave at 7:20 in the morning, I would be late for work. Just because of how fucking shit the transport system is. The trams were fine. Yeah, if we ever had to get the trams, it was actually great. They were fine. They were a bit busy and a bit Croydon, you know. People kicking balls at the trams or whatever. Or just like generally getting in the way. There was a guy near where we lived that would sit outside of a certain area on like one of the junction corners or something, right? And he would have bongos. He wouldn't play the bongos, he would just hold them. And just like, there was just something about me and Jaden that just, like a fucking hawk, the moment that we got within sniffing distance, just wouldn't leave you alone. It was horrible. You couldn't go to like a supermarket without someone asking you for something. Going to the supermarkets on the weekend was basically a write-off as well. You just couldn't go. It was always too busy. So safe to say this new place is not in South London. No, it's not. Not if I can help it. I was, before we lived in Croydon, I was like the people who complain about like being south of the river or north of the river or whatever, they're being dramatic. Like, if you look at Google Maps, it's actually not that hard to get to this place, to this place, to this place. And like, you know, I've grown up in these places, blah, blah, blah. You know, I lived in Leytonstone for a while. It's fine. It's whatever. But it's just, there's just something sinister about Croydon, specifically. Yeah, we can't afford Stratford. Unless we want to do a house share with strangers, which is just not a good idea. Stratford's in North London, isn't it? I mean, you know, north of the river. That counts. Stratford is east. Yeah, but north of the river. That's the important thing. My discovery of West London, like Putney area, is crazy. Me and Jaden went there for a theatre thing a while ago, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, it's nice round here. It's posh. But Putney is nice though. I would live in Putney if I could. Try my recipe, boy. 1 Nando's head office. Oh god, I wish I could live in Canary Wharf. We looked at a place in Canning Town about a week ago. Like a little one, I think it was a 1 bed, maybe a 2 bed, I don't remember. And it was actually quite nice, but there was just like so many strange things, you know. Always buy a studio apartment in Canning Town for a low price of 330k. I wish I could, to be honest with you. It's... Oh god. Okay, I see. I feel like they... What a faff this all is. Why the bloody... How did Gunk get up there? What are you doing? What are you people doing? There's a Greg's outlet? What? What's a Greg's outlet? How does that work? Surely an outlet is like stuff they couldn't sell. How does that work with a place that sells food? Oh, maybe we should reconsider that Canning Town place, Jordan. 4 katsu bakes for 165. That's the store where they hire people. Do they not hire people in all of the Greg stores? Did I miss something? I mean, one of the other places not far. Can we live there? There is a Greg's near Monument. There's Greg's everywhere. I much prefer... Sorry, this isn't controversial, I don't think, but I wanted to say it. I much prefer the vegan sausage rolls to the real sausage rolls in Greg's. Me and Jaden had a pork sausage roll, and I had a vegan one the other day. And I thought that they were exactly the same in my head. You know? So, like, I chose the vegan one, being like, well, if they're exactly the same, I might as well get the vegan one, right? But there's just, like, I don't enjoy the, like, porky, oily flavor. And the best part about sausage rolls is the seasoning, right? So, yeah, it was great. The only problem was Jaden's was hot, and mine was not. And that is such a bummer. I wish mine was hot. I love the porky, oily flavor. Yeah, I think a lot of people do, right? That's like what people like about their sausage rolls. They're proper. But I didn't realize it was like that. And I'm a bit disappointed. I hate when I end up having an opinion. Is that bad? The job center. Is there a Greg's attached to a job center? Interesting. I think we need to brainwash you to like popular culture. Yes, please do. Yeah, Lewis, you're gonna sit me down. You're gonna force me to watch every Marvel movie, every Star Wars movie. What else is pop culture? I'll listen to Britney Spears. What do people like? I'm gonna start playing FIFA and I have no care for pop culture. I feel like pop culture, like, you can't really say you don't like pop culture, surely, right? Because it's just whatever's popular at the moment. Pop culture is anything that is popular right now. You can't not like things just because they're popular. That's silly. Right? Not even a single mention of Taylor Swift. You're in the wrong generation. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. I do know who that is. Obviously. Taylor Swift is old now. But, like, there's... I think, in a way, with what Jaden's saying, though, I do agree with you specifically about, like, just the thing that... the vibe of pop culture. Because I hate Funko Pops, right? Hate them. And the thing is, there's always, like, you know... You go, I hate Funko Pops, and go, oh, someone in the comments of something will say, oh, but you got to admit, the Stitch Funko Pop is really cute. And it's just like... The only reason that it's cute is because it doesn't have the strange Funko Popness about it, because it's a cartoon character, right? And like, I really like figures of things I like. I'm a big figure person. I would have a lot more figures if I could. But I don't know, There's a certain saturation that comes from certain pop culture-y thingies, like Funko Pops, that just kind of put me off them. Like Walking Dead, Walking Dead and Game of Thrones are, I think, really good examples of how much I just don't really care if something gets completely beaten over the fucking head. Because everyone was like, oh, The Walking Dead was really good for a while, and, oh, Game of Thrones was really good until this thing happened. But the only thing I hear is, like, it was really good, and then it just blew the fuck up, and something happened. But you can't just say you don't like something because it's popular, because then I think about that, and I go, oh, this was popular, and it made me hate it. And then I realise that I sound a little bit like a Redditor, and then I feel bad about myself. I'm delaying Bossman Chicken. Okay. Did the producers get an offer to make something else? What else did they make? Bridgerton 2. They fucked up so badly the offer got pulled. That's really funny. You look like you've got a red... Oh my god, yeah. I look like I'm being cut in half. I think it was Harry Potter. I can't remember. I mean, that's still getting a TV show, isn't it? So, whatever. Yeah, I'd just fallen out of love with Harry Potter at the time. So, I think I was spared that. And I think there's a lot of things that I do really like that I don't think will ever hit that point. Not because I'm so indie. I'm so cool, and I just like things that are so obscure. It's just like... I don't know. I think my favourite things they don't get the love I feel like they deserve. I think being Puppy Cat is one of my favourite things in the world. And it just... is never happening. let people enjoy things. Yeah, that's normal. I like to see people enjoy things. And there's a lot of people who will say, oh, I am letting you enjoy it, but I just want you to know that there's a better option. And it's just like, well, you're not really letting me enjoy it then, are you? I'm very sure I'm guilty of the same thing. Because, like, you just want to help. Sometimes I feel like I accidentally get into I accidentally get into arguments with people. Not, like, actual arguments, but, like, you know, oh, you should do this instead, because someone will say, oh, I like this thing, and then I'll give an opinion about it that I didn't realize would be seen as negative, and then accidentally I've, you know, it's natural to get defensive over things that you like / and are enjoying, right? So they'll be like, oh, well, no, that's not how I see it, and then like, bam, you've made a slightly unpleasant discussion over something when someone's just telling you that they like something, and that just, I don't know, makes me sad. I think a big part of it, though, is how common it is to share something that you like with someone and for them to just not really be interested. And it's so common. And I think everybody will say, yeah, I'm interested. But you know, you want someone to watch a show that you really like or a movie that you really like, and they say some shit like, oh, I don't watch movies. It's like, oh. And I get it. You got to be in the right mood to watch a show, and you got to be in an even righter mood to watch a show that somebody else recommended to you that you previously weren't interested in, right? I recently rewatched. I recently watched Free Ren, Beyond Journey's End, and I really, really, really loved it. I won't talk details about it, but it was really different to what I expected it to be, and I really just... I genuinely think I fell in love with it a lot quicker than I thought I would. I thought it was just going to be like a funny thing, you know? Ooh, there's like magic girls and they're doing things. It's just like nothing like that at all. The only thing that makes me sad about it is I didn't realize that it kind of... like... there's no arc that completes, really. Like, things happen and things kind of take a while to ramp up, but it ends, the you know, season 1 ends and you are unsatisfied because you want more. It doesn't end on a cliffhanger or anything. It just ends when there is still stuff to do and you're a bit like, oh man. Yeah, as long as people aren't hurting someone. I always try to give recommendations a go if I think it's something I'd remotely like. As someone who loves recommending things. Yeah, people love to recommend. Lewis recommended Severance to me, and we watched the first episode together, and then it immediately went to the top of priority list for me to, like, when I finish Mr. Robot, I'm watching this, you know? I've only seen the first episode, but it was so fucking good. And I know I'm, like, super late to the party. We're, like, talking season 3 now. But I can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. And I don't really care about being on the hype train, if that makes sense, because I know I'm going to enjoy it, so whatever. Usually I find that correcting people isn't worth it. If it's a friend or something, I'll try to be nicer about it. You know, I would like for people that I'm talking to kind of know. But I think even people with the best interests, they're just like, I think I find myself going, okay, all right, fair enough. This is a really interesting thing. People were talking about the Switch 2 at work the other day, like casually, and the guy I was with, who I don't like very much, I'll be blunt with you, he was just like, he overheard them and started talking to me about it, and was just like basically making shit up. And because he doesn't know me that well, yeah, nobody really does at work, unfortunately, I was just like, wow, that sounds cool. I can't even think of any examples of the things he was saying, but it was all just really wrong. Like, talking shit like, oh, it will be able to play PS5 games type thing, you know? And I was just like, you know what, man? Sure, that's cool. And like, I don't know. It's weird because there's kind of a balance where you need to be sort of okay with being corrected. But I'm also, sometimes I hear someone talk passionately about something that I'm also really into, and it makes you wonder, how are you wrong about these things? How are you getting these facts wrong when, like, presumably you've Googled it, right? A YouTuber that I semi-like will just be like, hey guys, so this thing isn't confirmed yet. And like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because maybe they recorded the video in advance and haven't seen that this thing is now confirmed, right? That's fine. But then sometimes it will be like, this thing is 100% not happening, or this thing is happening, we've seen it. And it's just like, well, no, actually we haven't. And saying that is just kind of an issue. One of my favorite drunk activities is asking work colleagues for TV show recommendations. Why is that really sweet? People are so much more honest about stuff they like when drunk. I don't know why. But yeah, no, that's really sweet. Getting friends drunk, but instead of going, who do you like? Who do you have a crush on? I'm like, what TV shows do you like? If it's been confirmed yet, but I hear the C button on the Switch 2 is for voice chatting. I think it's bullshit though. I think the C button is for making the Switch 2 cat meow. Yeah, the built-in cat, the built-in Switch 2 cat. You know how like the iPhone has Siri? It's and the Switch has cat. Someone told me to watch the film Eraserhead? Really? I got roped into arranging work drinks. I don't want to give too much details on stream about the reason why I have to do this, but like, we're in a certain area for a certain thing, and that's exciting. And I was going to not do the work drinks because I'm really like, you know, I'm disillusioned to the building. I'm not a particularly happy individual with my place of work, but I have a pedigree for being the one to arrange fun social events in the team because nobody else will do it. And I was just going to not do it because I was like, none of you people put the effort in and I don't enjoy them. And then I was like, you know what? No, I will. I'm being grumpy. I've just had a bad day. I'll just do it because there's literally no problem with going out for a beer, right? And then I did it, and then I messaged like some of the people that I may or may not get on with, you know, still testing the waters. None of them are in. I messaged like 10 different people, and they're all off on that one day. My colleagues know very little about me, but it's not through lack of me trying. It's just not... I don't know, they don't care. I used to have some really nice conversations with some people when I was going around places. It was nice. I straight up avoid talking about things I like with my colleagues, and that's purely as my taste is kind of obscure or weird. I think that... I think I know what you mean, though, because having to... Like, you tell someone you like something, and then you have to explain yourself, you know? Oh, I like this thing. And they go, oh, what's that? And then you have to explain what it is, and that's just excruciating. I bought someone earrings. I bought someone earrings when I was in the Pokemon Center in Japan. This isn't the same equivalent thing, but it kind of communicates with what I'm trying to say. Where I was buying earrings as a souvenir from the Pokemon Center, and I was like, I bought 2 pairs of earrings, and then the guy at the till was like, oh, they're earrings. Do you know that? Because I think that they were in like the pin badge section, and I was like, yeah, I know them. And then he looked at Jaden and looked at me and was like, oh, are you guys having matching earrings? And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, we are having matching earrings. And I was like, yeah, we are. Cool, right? Because, like, saying no and then explaining, oh, they're for someone at this place who, you know, is this, and they have this relationship with me. I didn't want to do it. Is that bad? I don't think that's bad. I think... No, these are for my secret, Lola. Don't tell anyone. The earrings I've got are cute, actually. They're, I actually don't remember what they are. They don't need to know who it's for, really. Yeah. But I don't mean that in like a, oh, you know, it doesn't matter, you don't need to know type thing. It was more like there's a line behind me and you're, you know, I kind of don't want to waste your time. You know? I wasn't being like, you don't deserve to know, none of your business. It was just like I'm going to embarrass myself a bit. Should have made up a Bible's worth of fake lore about who they were for and make them regret asking. I'm convinced people used to do that to me when I worked in Sainsbury's. Because I used to make small talk all the time, because I was, you know, I don't know, I'm a yapper. Like to talk with people. And sometimes people would just give me this entire story about something, and I was like, oh, God. What did I do to deserve this? Yapped. I yapped too close to the sun. You uncorked that wine, now you gotta down it. I like that. I much like that rather than you built this bridge, now you have to burn it. We built this bridge on rock and roll. I should get my ears pierced. Yeah. It's so easy and so cheap to do as well. You've made your bed now piss in it. It's quick and it's easy and it's free. New rule, don't let Finnish make idioms. So you were kidding, Donius. We know. There's a... no. You've let your sauna stones now piss on them. For some reason, I feel like I could hear you running over to your computer to type that. Don't let Thornius or Alex make idioms. Got my ears pierced at Claire's when I was 13. Why are Claire's allowed to? Throwing my controller down to write that. Got infected and closed up, obviously. Would you rather sleep in the piss bed or go into the piss sauna for 5 minutes? I think I'd rather go into the piss sauna for 5 minutes, right? Because, like, if I have to sleep, I struggle to sleep. I've not slept properly in days, right? Because it's been between 25 and 30 degrees in our flat every night. It's April. It shouldn't be this fucking hot. But yeah, I'm pro piss sauna. If it's only 5 minutes. I can't hold my breath for that long, so I will presumably inhale a bunch of piss, which is poisonous. But I can't do a full night in the piss bed, you know? I feel like the piss sauna is worse. But like it's about, I guess you might not get sick from sleeping in the piss bed, right? Got my helix pierced first, and boy, lobes were so much easier. Lobes barely tick, right? When you get a tattoo done, like, it's such an intimate experience. You know, you fall in love with a tattoo artist, and they, you know, you feel like you get to know them. It's super intimate. You're there for ages. You almost get bored. You get numb to the pain, whatever. It's like, it's never even that bad, right? And then you get you get a piercing, and it's just like, oh, you're done. Okay. All right then. A new novel by T.M. Lewis. Whose piss is it? Whose piss is it? It's time to play. Whose piss is it? I've been enjoying the resurgence of why wait for the Nintendo Switch Pro when you can buy a Steam Deck and emulate and never shut the fuck up about it. I've been enjoying a resurgence of those memes as all of the comments on certain videos for, like, you know, this is how Tears of the Kingdom runs on the Switch too. And then the comments are like, Jaden throwing their phone on the floor again. Oh, I've got a Steam Deck and it runs it better than that. But no. That was Zara. You dropped Zara? Why would I buy a Steam Deck when I can buy a book and read it outside of the park? You can't play Balatro on a book. One thing I'm really excited about moving is Zara grew up outside and is old. You know, she don't move so much. She can't even climb down from something. She doesn't jump. She just, like, clambers, and it's really clumsy. And she's always knocking stuff over wherever she walks. However, she's clearly a lot less happy since we moved into a flat where she can't go outside. And, like, sometimes we'll crack open a window a little bit, but we're on a really high floor, so we can't actually open the window because they're on safety latches. But if we take them off the safety latches, she will go out the window and she will splat. So she'll go by the window and she'll be, like, putting her head by it just to get fresh air, and it makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. So I'm very excited to be able to, like, let her outside again. Does Zara like fans? No. I tried that in summer last year where I put a fan by the window and pointed at her, or pointed it in her direction so she had fresh air. She didn't really react. She did try to climb past the fan to get to the window. And then, like, you know, when I swapped the configuration, it also didn't really help. I think she just likes to sit in the sun as well. I don't know. I feel like I'm watching her in real time get, like, sadder. And she's, like, not using any energy in the house. Like, we try to play with her, but she's just, like, depressed. Whereas, like, in the previous place, we'd open the back door for her. She'd go into the garden and just sit in the grass. And then come back in 10, 15 minutes later and then be happier. And we can't do that here. I don't know. It makes me really sad. And at the moment, she's keeping us up at night, scratching on doors and yowling at the front door, trying to leave. And I am mad. I'm mad at her for keeping me up, to clarify. I'm very upset about this because I really want to be able to sleep. When we were in Japan, it was like the first time in a year, basically, since we moved here, that I got to sleep through the night because I wasn't being woken up by her trying to escape. But, like, it's just really depressing, and I feel really guilty for her. So I'm really, really, I don't know, excited by the prospect. And, like, the place that we bid on already, it would be perfect for that, because it's got like kind of a landing area with some big nice glass doors. But everywhere else, like, we've just, like, looked, and there's been loads of places for gardens. Someone with kids interrupted sleep fucking blows. Yeah, and I mean, it's probably worse for you because you have to get up, right? Whereas normally when Zara wakes me up, I sit up and then throw something at her and then she comes to bed. But it's 4 or 5 times a night, every night, for an entire year. Obviously, it's not as maddening as kids, because, yeah, they're much more high maintenance. But it's just like, the fact that I know there's a way to stop this and we just can't. We tried to put her on leashes, or on a leash, but she just kind of, she doesn't seem to gel with it. And, like, we're gonna take her down a lift 12 floors into the dog park. Just doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah, no, I'm sad. Sad for her. I hope the next place cheers her up a bit. Sorry, I got sad. We're even talking about getting another kitten. If we move. And that is something I would like to do, but because the place we're moving to, it's going to be long term. It's going to be minimum 2 years, ideally much longer. And that's going to be fun. But I want to make sure that the cat we have is happy first. Because, like, we were seriously considering, or we still are seriously considering, one place. And it's a flat with no outdoor space, right? But I'm like, oh, well, maybe because it's bigger, you know, it's much bigger on the inside of the flat, she'll be happier. But I think the more I think about it, the more I'm like, she needs outside, you know? She's just a baby. And then once she's happy, we can get... I assume that if you raise a cat, that never goes outside. It's completely fine. Maybe it's worth holding off on a kitten. Oh, yeah. I want to make sure that the cat we have is happy first. That's way more important. And And it's gonna take some time. Even past that. Why? If we've got the space, I'm a happy bunny with it. If we've got the space and the capacity to look after it. I assume Zara would not be happy with a new kitten. She's okay with animals. Like, I used to have 2 cats. The other cat that Zara used to live with is unfortunately now gone. Rest in peace, Xena. And they had a rocky start, and I did not introduce them properly either. One day I got home, and there was another cat in the house, and Zara was a very unhappy lady. So, like, you know, obviously if we got a kitten, we'd introduce them properly. But Zara's surprisingly okay with it. Even back then, you know, they would both sleep on my bed at the same time when I was asleep. And they would sleep through the night. Unlike now. Grumble, grumble, Zara. Speaking of which, Jaden, she's awake. Fix this. Fix this injustice. Because she's kept us up so much at the moment, me and Jaden keep waking her up today when she's sleeping to make her tired. Which I'm pretty sure is a form of torture. Guards. Guards, wake this man. She's still super purry. The moral equivalent of slapping a 70-year-old woman in the face every time she settles in. Well, if the 70-year-old woman didn't keep waking up at 3 a.m. screaming in pain, then maybe... Ah, God. The nerve. I'm very excited to play the Switch 2, but I have so many games that I need to play first, you know? God. I've still got a good chunk of Avowed to go through. I've still got Metroid Dread. I've still not properly scratched Monster Hunter, and I really want to play it. I've got too much to play. I need to start bringing my Switch to on the train with me, but the problem with that is I don't have... I've got, like, earbuds, wireless earbuds, and I've got like giant studio headphones that have got the huge jack. I don't have anything that I can plug directly into the Switch. I've got like little like Apple EarPod style wired earphones, but they've not got rubber tips or like noise cancelling or anything, so it's just going to be an uncomfortable falling out of my ears experience on the London Underground. And like the Switch has Bluetooth audio, right? I can connect my buds to the Switch, but there's just too much latency with Bluetooth audio for me to enjoy. And it's weird because it doesn't really matter. I could literally just play music and then like not have audio for the game, but I want audio for the game. I love video game music. Does the Switch support Bluetooth LE? I don't know. Probably not. I think it supports Bluetooth 3. And that's it. If I had to assume. Although, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, if you connect it to good wireless anything, it still has audio latency. So, whatever, right? Doesn't matter what. I hope the Switch 2 has better wireless earphone support, just with lower latency. But then again, it's fine. There's there's a mode on my phone that like basically entirely eliminates noticeable audio latency. But I still don't like playing games on my phone because I end up thinking about latency, and when I think about latency, it gets worse somehow. Even if it's not actually there, I still get paranoid about it. So I would rather just plug in headphones. This year, I really want to get a pair of nice headphones that I can use wired, like a Sony XM5s or something. I would very much like that, but I don't think. Again, it's expensive. Take note, Jaden. The other day, I wanted to see if I could be cheeky and take Jaden's headphones with me to work, and then it was the one day that they told me that they were going to the office. So I was like, ah, damn, I can't take them. And then I found out they didn't go into the office anyway. I was like, ah. But like, also, they are not my headphones, so you know. Like, these headphones I've got, they're open back, so they sound really nice and crisp. But the problem is there are so many noises, and our flat is open plan. Jaden is 3 meters away from me. The air conditioner is on in the living room, so I can hear it. I can hear, like, clicks on a keyboard or something. I can hear Zara flicking her tail back and forth. You know, it's good for a studio if you're making music, not good if you're just yapping at a computer. It was a poor decision based on I don't know what for me to get open back headphones. I don't know why I've chose open backs. But they do sound really good. Kiri wants so many things, they'll change their mind in a month. This is true. I'm so easy to buy for. I'm actually the easiest person in the world to buy for. The only way I'll be difficult to buy for is if I don't feel comfortable being bought a product, if that makes sense. If someone's like, oh, I'll get you something, what do you want? I'll be like, oh, nothing. It is your special little birthday in a month, though. What do you want? I want... Everything I want is too expensive. I want the OLED monitor. The 16:9 white OLED monitor. But it's like 500 quid. So, not that. Sony XM4s, but those are too expensive. Like XM5s. Too expensive. Switch 2, too expensive. Yeah, get me Boss Man Chicken. Just be like, I will give you £100 worth of Boss Man Chicken. I'll be happy. Oh, it's a playlist over. Ouch. There's a new guy there and didn't have my regular order. What the hell? Unacceptable. You just have to start going there way more often again to, you know, re-up your rapport. This is just regular lo-fi. Nope. Some of my 3 chicken tenders. Try my recipe, boy. 3 chicken tenders. Mild but crunchy lo-fi beats to game and chew to, yeah. Oh, I like the hair today. Oh, thank you. Also, hi. We just finished talking about the potential new house. And boy, was it exciting. You missed it. It's crazy. Lo-fi beats to game and or file taxes to. I am filing taxes right now. I don't like this playlist. This is Pokemon music. But I'm not enjoying it. This one. Yeah, sure. Lo-fi beats to find a new home too. How have you never had dinner? Why are you filing taxes now on the first day of the new tax year? Is that today? Happy tax day, everyone. I keep getting remixes of Gen 4 that I don't recognize. So I assume they're from the remake, right? Like, banger song. Just not how I remember. No more overtime pay for me. That means you have to stop doing overtime, right? That's how that works. Aha. Bing, 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 bing. Do you ever feel like people are playing a different game to you? Like, it just occurred to me that I need to buy your birthday present soon. I mean, not really. I mean, yeah, it's if you want to give it to me on my birthday, then yeah, probably. Because it's going to be very difficult to get in the house, right? What's our goal for dealing with TV license people knocking on our door? Bear traps, I was thinking. When is your birthday? May 26th. The same day that the tenancy for this house expires. And the same day that we moved last year as well. So, there's 2 years in a row. I'm excited for next year's birthday, because it means that I'm going to be able to have my birthday when I'm not moving. Which will be awesome. Sorry. Can I have a baseball bat? You can have a baseball bat. Same birthday as me and both of my children. Jesus Christ. The kids believe what you tell them. Tell them their birthday is 3 months to offset from each other. I really like that idea. Do your kids know the pleasure of getting Boss Man Chicken as a birthday present? I love Domino's Pizza so much because Domino's Pizza was my birthday present a couple years in a row. Like, it was Kiri, for your birthday, as your present, you can have some friends over and I will buy you, like, whatever you guys want from Domino's. And it was fucking great. And, like, yeah, I may not have had a thing, but it was great. Do recommend just, like, experiences. My brother has this, like, really lazy tradition of, like, whenever he needs to buy me a birthday or Christmas present, he just gets me some, like, random Virgin Experience voucher type thing, you know? And the thing is, that's fucking great. I love being able to go do stuff. Jaden's parents do something similar, except they put a bit more thought into it, and that's always really nice. I remember Mum used to bake these chocolate cakes, and once she made a smash one. Yeah! I remember the day that Smash Brothers Wii U came out. You and Nicole came over with a Smash Brothers cake. It was so cool. It was so cool. I'm still chasing that high. For birthdays, my family was invited over and I stay in my room while they hung out because I can't communicate with them. Yeah, my birthdays with my family, my mum would be like, oh my god, we need to do something for your birthday. And it would be my mum throwing herself a party to meet a bunch of, like, friends and family friends and have her colleagues over and stuff whilst they all chatted and drank wine. And then I would just be like, this isn't for me. You know? It was always a bummer. And they were all speaking Greek and I couldn't, you know. Yeah. Now I'm sad. Cannot stand those, I'm sorry. I think... Potion machine. What is the potion machine? Are you the potion machine? You have a base? Ah, I see. Running wheel gears. Oh, I hate this goddamn machine. Where? I guess the other side. Aha. Laser tag is like a thing that you can do as an adult, right? I realize that that's not a strange thing to do because I'm pretty sure I've done laser tag as an adult in the past, but like it's not weird to do as an adult, right? Because I kind of want to do laser tag, but I don't know if you know how like it's people will be like, oh, playing video games is for kids type thing, right? And not, obviously it's not. Is it? That's not a thing, is it? Like, laser tag's fine. Does anyone want to do paintball with me? I had a Wii party one year where we just rented a hall with a projector plugged in. And I invited people to play Mario Kart and just dance. That sounds so much fun. That sounds so cool. My sister did something similar, actually. And I remember being really upset because I had to be the one to set up the Wii. And I wanted the same thing for my birthday. And my mum was like, no. Do you know how expensive that was? And I was like, well, no, I don't. But... yeah. I went to paintball once and it was the most traumatic event I've ever been to. Yeah. Yeah, it was just like a kind of thin boiler suit and a little bit of a helmet that they didn't really care if you were wearing or not when I went. And it was great. I went to paintball and they used real guns and they shot you with bullets. I remember that. Anyway, let's go paintballing and also go-karting. Love go-karting. People shooting each other in the head at very point-blank range. Oh. Were you playing paintball with strangers? Like, surely you wouldn't do that to each other, right? What did I select? Running wheel, platform, handrails. It's not what this is, but like... platform, handrails, mechanical arm. Aha. Running wheel in a track. Yeah, mystery dungeon music. Beep, 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 beep. Let me out. Potion machine dispenser spout. Are you... VAT platform frames. This is the VAT. No. This is the VAT. Platform frames. Ringo. Kiri would do this to certain colleagues. This is true. I would. You know their names. I've been wanting to do an escape room. I can't believe we've never done an escape room. I feel like we're always talking about wanting to do an escape room. I can't imagine a VR escape room being good. I don't really like the concept of going to a place and then putting a VR headset on as well. That seems silly to me. Like, if I could put a VR headset on, I would just buy one and do it at home. Okay, this is the least identity spoiling photo. Anyway, because the guy I was dating at the time paid for it. I mean, to be fair. That's a lump. That's a lump and a bit. Some say the lump is still there to this day. Is there more? More Shrek? Dragon's Lair. I hardly know her. Wow, I was doing that for a long time. Donkey has been here. It's funny. What do you mean Ogre's not? Leaving that there for a while. Oh, gems. Is Zara still sleeping? Are we allowing this? Some say the lump is still there to this very day. Let her nap. No, she's been keeping us up. I won't redo the entire conversation, but like because she can't go outside, she's like scratching at the walls and yowling at the moment to get outside. And it's just depressing and sad. But she's also keeping us up at night, and I keep being woken up, and I just need her to be awake during the day so that she's more sleepy at night. Please. Please and thank you, animal. The beast wishes for release. Let her free. Tying her to a harness and then dangling her out the window. You want fresh air so badly. I hope I can do this in time. I have a bad feeling that this one's going to take ages. Just played The Last of Us a bit. I'm wondering what's going on in other countries. Have you played the Metro games? Like Metro 2033 and Company? Metro is really good. I do recommend. I guess I won't spoil anything. But like that question comes up. Just like when I think about playing Metro. They must acknowledge it, right? What's going on in other countries in The Last of Us. Although I guess you just wouldn't know if communications have like blowed up. How long do you think communications would stay down for? If we know anything about COVID, is that people will go on holiday with an incredibly contagious infection, right? Friend of mine is selling a Framework 13, £1,200. £1,200. The specs on it must be very, very good for £1,200. It's pretty specced out, yeah. Cool. Why are they selling it? Ooh. Excuse me, ladder. Can you go over there? I'm busy. So weird seeing how much brighter stuff gets. I realize that that's literally the point of power washing. Oh, nice. That's good stuff. But yeah. That's a shame. I'm still undecided on if I want the smaller or bigger one. Anyone else reading up on chemical toilets? No, but do go off. Law dump on us, King. Describe a chemical toilet to me. Are those the little portable ones that they have at like festivals and stuff? And like campsites. They're portable, but the smell can get vile. They're like blue, right? As in like the liquid is like blue. The flushing per se isn't really much of an option. Yeah, I remember I used to have to use chemical toilets because I would go to like camping weekends where like we'd have like a motorhome, right? That I would stay in. But I wasn't allowed to use the toilet. I'd have to use like campsite toilets and they were always gross. It's like 3 out of 10, you know? Like, I've used worse public toilets to a chemical toilet, but it's still really, really bad. If that makes sense. Is that helpful? For your surveying? The ladder, I keep moving the ladder and then starting to spray where it goes. So I need to just not do that. No 3-bed with a chem toilet. No, ideally not. We could get a chem toilet for the bathroom. Sorry, not for the bathroom. For the garden. So that when we have like a barbecue going on or something, people can use the chem toilet. Just to like sit in, to clarify. Not as a toilet. They can sit in there with the chemicals. We can call it the poison box. Aesthetic purpose poison box. Yeah. I wish I could just let Zara out. It's making me sad. I hope I'm making good time with this. I don't want this to run over. I'd like to do this today. Oh, funny, funny. After hearing your ideas, I'm revoking your garden privileges. No! My Chemical Toilet! It's my favorite emo band, My Chemical Toilet. Sometimes I get the feeling she's pissing over me. And other times I feel like I need to go. We'll carry on. That's how that song goes, right? Gypsy life may be one for you if you yearn for the chemicals. I do yearn for the chemicals oh so badly. You know me. Full of chemicals all the time. Do you yearn for chemicals as well? Nothing deadly, just like, you know, you see a new thing and you're like, I want that. A new kitchen spray. And just like, I'd like to try the viral new kitchen spray. Not to eat, just like to spray. Test it works. Do you yearn for the mines? Flint and steel. Flint and steel. Flint and steel roasting on an open fire. The viral Sainsbury's cinnamon bun. I can't believe how fucking mad we both were about the viral Sainsbury's cinnamon bun. I finished the dippy egg buns, by the way. Nice. I'm owed a hot cross bun, I think. Like a bun with cheese. How do you guys have your hot cross buns? Do you have them with butter and cheese? Because you should. Phenomenal. And like cold, to clarify. I don't mean like melt the cheese. Just cold. I don't have hot cross buns. Didn't ask. L plus ratio. That wasn't an option on this multi-choice survey. Never had a hot cross bun. Sending you hot cross buns in the next Dulu, Finland post. I need new names for the Mac Kiri Jaden household, because we settled on cod water and I don't like cod water. I don't like the cod water house. I don't remember settling on cod water. It just happened. You suggested salmon water to me yesterday. Shrimp barbecue house. Bingleworth Manor. Holy fucking bingle. We could be Sprigga Bingo. Sprigga Mongo. I know a shocking amount of people who aren't married and call their partner the missus or the old ball and chain, and it's just insane to me. Sorry, that was completely unrelated. Just name it Ringo House. Or like, do you mean I refer to Ringo as if Ringo is a person when actually I'm referring to the building? Like, oh, I need to go to Ringo right now. Ringo. Wow. 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 Sorry, I lost my marbles briefly. Look, joke about the missus nagging me. It's always like, oh, I know someone that is going to propose to his girlfriend, and he's like, oh, I have to propose. She just keeps mentioning it. Oh, I have to. And like, oh, she's gonna find out, and it's just like, oh, it's so much effort. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Surely that's supposed to be a good thing. Can we call the house the old ball and chain? Gotta get back to the old ball and chain. But like, no one's gonna get it except us. Although that is, that requires a commitment to like make that joke when other people won't get it and genuinely think that you're referring to a partner that is the old ball and chain. Talking about the old ball and chain for months before someone asks. That is tempting. You can have Ricky House. Ricky. Ringo. The retirement home. You gotta get back to the retirement home. No, I don't like that. Keep trying. You're coming up with good ones though. It needs to be like some sort of like quiz night team name type thing, you know? We could be UKIP. No, don't like that. Jojo Siwa. I like it because I don't get it. Jojo's Siwa Adventure. The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? Tempting. I feel like we're close. It's okay. It's okay. We can circle back to this. We can put a pin in this and we'll take it offline, okay? I'm trying to liaise with us about what. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. Hey guys, I gotta get back to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Well, that's all the time I've got. I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS. Let's just call it Lewis's place. That's really good. It needs to be something referring to us, though, you know? Also, I hope you've started thinking of Wi-Fi names. These are all the stressful things that come with moving in. What do we refer to the group as? What do we call the Wi-Fi? Lewis's place is funny. Thinking about how we shouldn't have to use the air conditioner in April. Senior Citizens United Internet 60 gigabyte per second. Per second! I'm hungry. Is Donkey covering up for his wife's crimes? I fear he may be. Will the house group chat name be different to the general house name? No, they need to be the same, right? Or tangentially related to each other. You know, if it's Team Spleen, we can be the kidney group. The house group chat name is still temporary. Yeah. The house group chat name at the moment is Codwater, Jaden. We changed it. Oh yeah. What is it at the moment? I'm pretty sure that the calendar is still named Codwater. Power washing in the most supremely unsatisfying way possible. No house, no life, no friends, no car, no food, no... Yes, you're right. That is what it is. I forgot. I forgot.
No money, no friends, no nothing.
We should name something after an SCP. Hmm? Like the one that's just a weeping angel that snaps your neck when you blink. We could do that one. SCP fridge. We can get a label maker and stick labels on everything that say SCP cupboard, SCP oven, SCP hob. Can we do that, actually? I do need one though, so you don't actually use my MSG as sugar. Yeah, I mean, are we going to combine our MSGs? Or are we going to have separate MSGs? Super savory coffee. Umami coffee. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. With our MSGs combined, we can make some delicious food. You choose, Spider-Man. It's always umami and never No. I feel like it's frequently that second thing, no? ...120 FPS household. It's a shame that the Switch 1 appears... the Switch 2 appears to only be HDMI 2.0 still. I don't know... I don't think this is confirmed yet, but it seems to only be able to do 1080p 120 or 4K 60, which is, like, fine. 4K 60 is excellent. But just, like, having the option would be nice. You know? Like, it's definitely not capable of doing that. It's crazy that it can do 1080p 120. That's cool. But, I don't know. Just having the hardware is nice. Even if it can't actually push those numbers. I'd like to think that's not controversial. I want some celery. We ran out of kitchen roll recently, and then suddenly I keep needing kitchen roll, and it's just so annoying to not have kitchen roll. I love having kitchen roll. You must try this, having kitchen roll. One thing about me, I love a napkin, you know? I love a paper towel. I love a kitchen roll coming tomorrow, but I want it now. I want it now. Spent the last 6 months without kitchen roll. You've spent 6 months without kitchen roll? That's fucked. How are you alive? Thinking about the stolen sugars. Use restaurant napkins instead. That's so fucked. I can understand, like, when you go to, like, McDonald's and they give you loads of napkins, you might as well chuck them on the pile, right? Rather than just throw them in the bin. But, like, as the default is unhinged. Insane. I fear if you put your own stuff in that kitchen, it's going to get infected with the Last of Us mushroom virus, right? I would avoid. He doesn't really cook, so I guess he doesn't need them. I just don't understand how that can be the case. Ricky's going to chew it up. I remember the chopping board. Speaking of which, I would like to get some new chopping boards. I think ours have met their microplastic criteria. The freak board with the mold. Yeah, the freak board with the mold. I'd like a wooden one. Yeah, we've got a wooden one, and we've got a couple plastic ones as well. The wooden one has lasted way longer than anything else, but it was cheap and from IKEA. So I think that also needs replacing, even if it's with another wooden one. It was only like £2, so it's fine. I might even be able to use it for something. I much prefer a wooden chopping board, but we put this one in the dishwasher loads as well, so it's like it's bent a little bit. I'm so excited for the potential IKEA trip. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I hope you don't go without me. I mean, you can, but then you have to come back. You must try this. Will you get meatballs? Of course. I've always wanted to buy the frozen meatballs as well, that you can just like cook at home from IKEA. I never do it. And of course the hotted dog, and their weird fruity drink that you can have as much of as you want, the like fizzy drink with 0 calories. Can we eat in the restaurant though? Because every time I've been to IKEA, I've gotten them in like a little pot and eaten them on the walk out. I would like to sit down and have a plate of meatballs. We're getting frozen meatballs, but we've got to get home quick. No, I want to eat them frozen. Like, did you ever buy like frozen vegetables, like frozen fruit, and just eat them frozen? I'm going to do that, but with meatballs. And give myself just like the worst stomach ache. No? If you've never bought frozen fruit, like strawberries or blueberries is really good for that, or raspberries. And then you just eat them frozen, you just put them in your mouth. It's great. It's so good. Really good if you just like need, you know, if you crave ice cream. I think raspberries might be one of the least good ones, but they're still really good. Because they're like, they taste like the thing, but they're frozen. It's like having a dessert. Some frozen berries need to be boiled before eating. None that I've ever had, thankfully. Lest I get super salmonella. Because like all of the stuff that you get them here, they're for smoothies, so they will not be boiled, like ever. Blueberries are so good, but the thing is, I eat like a bag of frozen blueberries, And because blueberries are like that, I look like I'm covered in blood at the end of them. I want to be parboiled. Yeah, me too. I think Alex probably knows how to parboil you. They seem the type. Chef and all. Bing, 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 bing. Don't think I've ever heard of boiling frozen fruit. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of it either. So it's probably just a different, like, world thing, right? Because, like, it sounds like a completely plausible thing as well. It just doesn't seem to be a thing here. Ding. It's crazy we've gone this long without a new Halo game. Or, like, any talk of a new Halo game. It's specifically for berries that come from outside of Finland. That's most of them, isn't it? Oh, we get berries here. No, take it back. I guess it makes sense that most fruit is grown in the country that you eat it in, right? Seems silly to internationally ship fruit now that I think about it. Boy, baby boy. Evil. Shipping fruit overseas is normal. I want an apple. The only thing I don't like about apples is how easy it is to get a bad apple. Not the song intro thing. Like, you know, you buy an apple and it can be mushy. Or, like, way too tart. Or way too sweet. Or, you know, etc, etc, etc. I love an apple, but you have to buy them in, like, 4 or 6 packs. You don't have to, but when it's like £1 for 6, why wouldn't you? It's to stop hepatitis, apparently. Ah, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like with the whole, like, canned food botulism thing, right? I'm glad... sorry, that was a bit loud in the mic. I'm glad that we've got so many good food practices. Because, like, there's a lot of stuff I won't eat. I won't lie to you. Just because I'm scared about food.
Professor Helper here.
Nagarateku toki no naka da demo kadarusa ga hora guruguru mawata watashi kara hanareru kokoro mo.
That's true, by the way.
Niwa
Oh.
su sharanai.
Sorry. Sorry, Professor Helper, I cut you off. What a bad apple of a TTS prompt. Play the laugh track. Is this the laugh track? It's advised in Ireland, but I can't find anything for England. Weird. Maybe it's to do with our import laws. Or maybe They just don't care if we get hepatitis. Much to think about. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. I need to replace that with a non-Christmas one, I fear. But I've been in the mood for Christmas. The truth is, it's not about being in the mood for Christmas. It's being in the mood to spend time with friends and... Fuck, that's loud! Jesus Christ. It's less being in the mood for Christmas and more being in the mood to spend money at bars and hang out with friends and go see nice things, right? Which can be done any time of year. You should replace it with his cover of the Evangelion theme. Yeah, but then I'd have to have the whole thing, and is that what you want? I want Christmas. I want Christmas. No, because no one will look after Zara. I wonder if we should host Christmas this year. Like a friend Christmas. It's been on my mind since mid last year. Can we skip summer? Again, it's already too hot to sleep with the duvet over me at the moment. It's horrible. It's so fucking horrible. Like, a big part of that is the flat's fault. But, still. There's 2 bank holidays, you're right. You're so right. It's 3, right? There's 3 in May. Or, no, there's 2 in April, and then there's 2 in May? We can actually put a Christmas tree up this year. Yeah! We need to get a new Christmas tree. Easter egg. Jaden, can I ask you a favor, please? You can say no, but it is a humble request. Jaden wants to skip my birthday. Yeah, we should put all of the bank holidays in December. What do you want? Could you pour me a double measure of my whiskey, please? In a wine glass. Thanks. One with the square base, please. Cheers. You're my fave. I crave, you know? Oh my god. No, thank you. Did you say in a wine glass? I did. Unfortunately, I don't have whiskey glasses. So... And when I went to a fancy whiskey place, they gave it to us, not in wine glasses, but in stemmed glasses. So it's like closest thing, right? I know. Oh. Okay, well, Jaden says, fuck you, and gave me one of these. Nothing. You didn't do anything wrong, it's okay. Full of whiskey. Good. I feared for my life for a moment there. You literally have a glass suited with this one? This is a rum glass, what are you talking about? No, you're right. I don't think I'm finishing this today, am I? I think it's time to change this playlist. because I'm getting a bit sick. There we go. The only problem I have with moving house is that, like, I'm still trying to get my lungs fixed. Or not fixed, but, like, you know, I guess verbally acknowledged by a doctor that the disease I know I have has evolved into another disease that I may or may not have. Did you ever find a Ponzi coffee place whilst you're in Japan? So many. So many. I've got... every of the Ponzi coffee places sells coffee bags for, like, pour-over coffee, and I think I bought one from everyone I went to. It was great! There was a place called Birth Coffee, which is, like, so good. I posted a picture of... I posted, like, a handful of pictures from Japan recently on day 2, and they did, like, the sourdough toast with, like, the best eggs ever. It was so good. We went there, like, 4 times, I think. But there was also so many other really good coffee places. This music's too loud. There we go. That's better. Maybe it's too quiet now? Ugh. Now I'm messing with success. No, it's fine. Yeah, God. You know what? Actually, there are so many really good coffee places in Japan. It was crazy. It was clearly like some places were really good, and some places seemed to be specifically catering to tourists. Like, you'd go there, and it was all people traveling from around the world in these places. So it was always kind of a bummer. You know, you'd find somewhere really, really good, and the only other person there would be, like, the loudest talking American ever. You traveled 5,000 miles to have sourdough. Well, listen. It's more for everything else in there. You gotta have a good breakfast. You gotta have a good small breakfast so you can tackle the day. And... God. Also, just the eggs. Why are the eggs all perfect? How can you buy runny eggs from the fridge in 7-Eleven? How the fuck does that work? How do you do that? I want to go back. It's not fair. Oh, another treasure chest. I think I've spoken about this before, but the one thing, my huge complaint about the entire journey and trip to Japan, the thing that I actively didn't like, is that the plane I was on did not serve alcohol. In either direction. Just like, what a goddamn shame. That's so annoying. It's like such a pleasant treat to have a little terrible whiskey on the plane, right? A little terrible whiskey and coke, or just whiskey by itself. And they just were like, nah, none for you. And I'm just like, early signs of alcoholism. Well, it's a tradition. It's a tradition to have a little whiskey on the plane. I could have a glass of my nice Japanese whiskey. Oh my god, twinsies. What if we both had glasses of our nice Japanese whiskey? Whatever you're drinking on the plane, it's tasting like teachers. Exactly. What kind are you having? I forgot the name. Yamazaki? Maybe? It's goddamn delicious, whatever it is. I actually can't believe I've forgotten. I think it's Yamazaki. There was literally nothing at duty free. Yeah! The duty free in Haneda Airport and Shanghai. Both crap. I was devastated. Because, like, on the way in, it was way better. But I was like, Nice. Excellent. I was thinking more Heathrow. We did Gatwick, though. And the Gatwick, like, inbound duty-free was just like, meh. Meh. And outbound. It was all crap. I don't know, it was all disappointing. When we were going to Japan from Gatwick, it was actually alright, the duty-free, but we didn't look in it. It was huge, but we didn't bother checking because, like, well, I didn't know that they wouldn't have whiskey. I wouldn't know that they would decide not to serve alcohol on this plane because fuck Kiri in particular. I checked their website, right, because we flew with China Eastern, and their website's like, yeah, we serve alcohol, you have to pay for it. And I was like, yeah, okay. And then on the flight, the people were asking, hey, can I have a beer or wine? They're like, no, we don't serve alcohol. Why? Why? A peach mojito. No mint. A price to pay for traveling cheap. Yeah. I hope I can have more money next time. At the way that this year is going, I am not going to have more money for a while, given that I have to move. It's so annoying. Like, saving is so difficult when once a year I have to empty my bank account to move house. So I'm excited to stay somewhere for a while. Because it means that that's not going to happen. But I hope that... Here, Jaden, talking to Zara. But yeah, I hope next time I can... I'd like to fly business class, because the flight was so long, and if I'm honest, my screen stopped working on the first flight like 3 hours in. So like every time I watched a movie, because like there was nothing to like prop our phones up or anything, so I had to like crook my neck slightly to the left to watch stuff on Jaden's. What are you doing? To watch stuff on Jaden's screen. And like 6 hours into the flight, my neck was hurting. Which was annoying. Sorry, drinking my drink. She can't have that. What is wrong with her? She has water. Just sleep. But the chairs were so uncomfortable. I also can't sleep on planes. I don't know what it is. This is not a... This is not a, oh, I'm so quirky, I can't sleep on public transport type thing. I just like, there's something, I can't do it. I slept on the flight back for 5 minutes. Like, actually 5 minutes. And you know what? I did feel better after that. But I think it was more of me passing out than it was me choosing to go to sleep. Because I tried not to. It was a very uncomfortable experience. But yeah, I think I'd like to fly nicer next time. But I wouldn't, like, say no. If it was like, hey, you can either go to Japan, or you can not. I would obviously rather just have a cheap flight, right? It was fine. It was completely fine. They gave you 3 meals on the flight. Of varying quality and flavor profiles. All I'm hearing is that you should get hammered at the airport bar first. I tried. That's definitely one for next time. It was well annoying because there was like issues with checking in. So or like there was issues with checking in online because of China Eastern's like strange website. And I spoke to like the company we booked through, and they were like, yeah, it sucks to be you. Make sure you go line up like just over 3 hours before your flight, and then you can drop your bags off, check in fine, etc, 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 you know. And just like it wasn't open until less than that. Was the cost difference worth it? I don't know, because I've never flown good before, to be honest with you. I've never gone on a flight and gone, that was nice. I've always come off feeling a bit gross. Like, I think it was the most uncomfortable flight I've ever been on in my life. Like, the actual chairs were really uncomfortable. The screens on each the screens on each chair were like giving off so much heat. I don't understand. They were like mini computers rather than like anything that just like streamed video, which I guess makes sense. But they were like, I felt like I was being microwaved every time I used something. It was fine. Yeah, it was fine. But it was the worst flight I've ever been on, if that makes sense. There was nothing wrong with it. Well, you know, it's nothing to that if someone was like, hey, you have to fly with these people, I'd be like, oh, no, unacceptable, da-da-da, whatever, right? But it was the least good flight I've ever been on. And every single meal had bell peppers in. Which just like, you know, not fun. Not fun to eat and then have my mouth faintly stinging. I don't really see how it can be much better apart from maybe the food. I mean, a comfier chair would have been nice. Slightly more room would have been nice. A screen that worked on the flight there would have been nice. Yeah, a screen that just worked at all would have been nice. And like the flight tracker on the way there also broke. It was frustrating not being able to buy drinks or food. Like, you know how when you get on a plane, there's normally like a little catalog and you can like browse, and even if it's not food, it's like, you can buy a phone. Yeah, it was like lacking. And when the food came, this isn't their fault, to clarify. This isn't China Eastern's fault. But like, because of the language barrier, there was no way to actually find out what food you were getting. You'd get like a brief description. They'd be like, oh, beef noodle. She's like, oh, cool. And it's like stir fry. Could have asked for instant cup noodles. I should have done that. The meals were included and free. Well, not free. They were included with the price of the ticket. And we got 3 of them. It was great. As in, nice to be given. But yeah, it's just, they weren't great. They weren't good. Jaden didn't eat much because there was no way to know if there was peanuts in them or not. We asked on the flight, before we checked in on the flight, and we were like, hey, are there peanuts in any of the food? Apart from, you know, the packets of peanuts that you keep giving us. And they were like, oh, we don't know, sorry. Which is fine, you know? But if I'd known that it was going to be that hard, I would have packed sandwiches for Jaden or something. Sort of standard for international flights. Maybe I should have double checked. When you check in, should be a box to check allergies for meals. There was not. And we checked on their website the second time we checked in. And they were like, because I looked, they had like an FAQ for allergies, and the allergy thing just said, we can't guarantee anything, sorry. Yeah, there definitely was not. And again, we checked before we checked in with a human, and he was like, Which, again, I think there was a pretty significant language barrier. It's not the end of the world, but it's just like it worsened the experience somewhat is all. And knowing that in the future I would just take sandwiches and stuff. We took snacks for what it's worth, but we didn't take the type of snacks that could be substitutes for meals. We had like Pringles and chocolate and stuff, right? Working class issue, get good, lol. Yeah. And like, that no one is possible to know, right? But when someone handed Jaden peanuts and they went on like, no, thank you, please don't. And they were like, oh, no, if you don't want them, you can have them. You know, it's no problem. You can have them. And it's like, no, that's not. It's not. There's a communication issue going on here. I should have learned some Chinese. We went to the Starbucks in the Shanghai airport, and someone very kindly was like acting as a translator for me when talking to the staff, finding out if there was peanuts in the chicken Caesar salad. In Japan, it's disrespectful to not eat peanuts. They will kill you. They will stare at you on public transport. I miss bidets. Most places were pretty good about allergies. Yeah. Yeah, next time I wish I would like to fly like British Airways or something, but surely that's so much more money. Like, the flight was already really, really expensive as well. That's the thing. It hurts to say we flew cheap because it doesn't fucking feel like it. If the flights were cheaper, I would go in a heartbeat again and just like eat really cheap whilst out there. Like, that's easy to do. I could eat cheap without even thinking about it. It's so easy to eat cheap in Japan, but I feel like we eat cheap. We did not. We very much did not eat cheap. But it was still cheaper than at home. We spent more money on Nando's yesterday than most of our meals in Japan. Yeah, that's just because it is cheaper out there. But like, you can get some like really good dinners out there. I was seeing them for like 600 yen. Most of our meals were like 1,300, 1,400 each. Which again, still so much cheaper than here, than at home, right? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Then shove the peanuts down your pie hole. Yeah. I've been to Nando's in ages. Nando's is legit so good. You know what? That might be the one downside. 1,300, 1,400 is premium pricing, but still good. Yeah, like, and I knew that when we were getting them. I was like, this is actually not cheap comparatively to other things here, but it's still cheaper than at home, right? So we were so happy for it. But like, if you actually want to eat cheap, you could eat for 500 yen, really. It'd be a bit of a stretch, but you could. Like, you just like could get something for the equivalent of like £3-ish, and it would be a complete meal, and that would be enough, right? It's insane. It was completely insane. Kind of has to be. The yen is stagnant. Yeah. And salaries have barely risen. Yeah. I didn't feel good. I don't feel good about taking advantage of a worse economy, if I'm honest. But it was nice. It was very nice. Especially because we still managed to spend more money in those 2 weeks than in like just like pure spending money than we do ever here. Because yeah, everything was cheaper, but oh god, we spent more disposable income than I have throughout a year, I think. It's horrid. Country doesn't have feelings, Kiri. Feel free to exploit. Okay. Yay! But whilst we were out there, I was talking about wanting to go back straight away. And like, the flight not being amazing isn't the end of the world. Because like Jaden said, it gets you from point A to point B. It's completely fine. Like, I'd do it again if I had to. I just would like something nicer. But yeah. I need to go back. I like that all of the train stations have their own little jingles for when the train departs. I think one thing, you know how everyone's like, oh my god, thing, Japan, so much better, da da da. And it's just like, it's all a bit cringe. But my one takeaway, as someone who has to get the tube basically every single day, and it's horrendous. It's not that bad, but it's the fact that just like, it's the standard to be quiet on public transport. Oh my god. Oh my god, I wish people would shut up on the tube. It's fine when I've got my earphones in and I'm just traveling, whatever. But I'm sick of people watching TikTok on their phone out loud on the train. I'm sick of it. We got some nice little stamps from places. We didn't do like the stamps from special train stations and stuff. We kept intending to. We went to one place. If you're going to be in economy for next time, you'll still feel like crap. Yeah. I miss Famachiki so much. Jaden didn't believe me that Famachiki was going to be amazing. And yet here we are. I bought socks from Family Mart. Like, as a souvenir. By choice. I was so fucking thrilled with Family Mart. And I brought an umbrella through airport security. Like, the clear umbrella. I managed to get an umbrella through all of the airports. Even if it did delay us a couple times. The umbrella will probably go missing in the move. Is that you warning me that you're gonna throw it away? I fucking love that umbrella. And so cheap. Can we get Family Mart in the UK? No, people will ruin it. There was a jumper I really, really liked, like a hoodie from a specific stall, but it was like £140 for the hoodie. So didn't get it. It's annoying, right? Because like our local dodgy convenience store, or all three of them, we've got like 3 on our road. They all sell food. Some hot, some like freshly baked goods, some like you know, they do like baklava and stuff as well. You know, they do their own cool things. But it's just so shit. You know, I found bread in there with mold on it, and it's always just out for people to touch. It's not exciting that a shop sells food that is ready to eat, right? It's not exciting that there's like a place to buy chicken or hot dogs or corn dogs or whatever. But it's just frustrating that, like, there's no hygiene. What the hell is going on? Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's like a really good fair share of hygiene issues in Japan. When we went to Starbucks, there was a huge fucking rat just like walking around in the like eating area downstairs. We got there pretty early in the morning and bro was just chilling. So that's cool. But like, it's just, I don't want other people to touch. I don't want my food to be out in the open for flies to land on and stuff. The second option is to move to Japan and become an English teacher via jet. I have genuinely, I know that moving to Japan is a bad idea because the work culture is like that, etc, etc, etc. But I've been seriously considering moving to Japan. Like, for the English teacher thing, right? But it's super common. It's super common and everybody seems to really dislike it. But what if I'm different? But like, I will also literally take anything. I will take anything over my current role. Miserable as shit, plus they'll put you in bumfuck nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. And like, the salary is going to be terrible, if existent at all. The expectations are incredibly high. There's a reason why turnover is so high, yeah. Hey, if that's the out I need from my current role, then I'll take it. I'll become an English teacher in Scotland if I have to. No, the barrier to entry is much higher.
Come with me to Tokyo, Japan. We are trying. So viral.
At that point, just work in Starbucks again. Yeah. I keep considering doing it as well. Working in Starbucks. I keep looking at it and I don't know if... The issue here is that if I do that, I'm going to have to ask for dedicated hours, and just retail hates doing that. Or not dedicated hours, but like not time of day, but like amount of hours worked. And like, even though when I did work in retail, I never didn't get enough hours, the fact that you could not get enough hours, you know, there was the option to not give you all of those hours that you need to pay rent, is just, it's too much, right? Safe to say shift work is easier and less mentally draining. Sorry, not easier, safer. Yeah. Yeah. How did you get this, Dragon? Do. 0-hour contracts are so damn bad. So annoying. It's just not fair. I would love to become a coffee master again. I don't know if it expires or what, or if there's even a record of me once being a coffee master, but God, I wish I could do that again. They're fine for students and teenagers living at home, but yeah. was on a 0-hour contract in my bar job, and every time I complained that they cut my hours, they would be like, well, you're on 0 hours. So, yeah. Yeah. It's literally just, like, scumbag tactics. And, like, to clarify, when I say, oh, I'm going to go back to working retail, like, I need you to understand how much of a fucking drastic option that is. Because working in retail is horrendous because of stuff like that. I've said it a bajillion times, but one of my firm political beliefs that is controversial only to people who haven't worked retail is that if you are physically able to, it should be a requirement to work at least a year in some sort of retail environment where you have to serve customers, for example. Hold on, you need to give us a month. I told them I'm on a 0-hour contract and I only need to give a week. Really? Yeah. I'm glad you did that. Honestly. What did my... I don't know why I put my water bottle on the floor where my whiskey goes. Even if it meant not having a job. Yeah. I mean, you got a job as well. Like, you had me worried, but you fucking managed it. I remember that. Most stressful period of my life. I got a job in 2 weeks. Yeah, you did a really good job. Again, I think I've said this a bajillion times, but I can't believe. It's not that I can't believe because I doubted you or anything, but you just like, what a turn of events. I was baffled that you managed that because I know it wasn't easy. You did a good job. You had confidence and you proved that you deserved to have that confidence. I wouldn't do it again, no. Couldn't even give one to Kiri. The greed, I know, your greed sickens me. Pikmin 1 and 2 and Pikmin 3. Pikmin with a new play control for Wii. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 billion and 11. Pikmin with new play control for Wii. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 billion and 11. No browser game, Pikmin. My job is now not so terrible that I need to quit right this second. Yeah. My job is so terrible that I need to quit this second, but I don't have the option of doing that, which is arguably more stressful. Checking your internal job opportunities, and there ain't squat unless you fancy being a junior photographer. Like, maybe, but I probably wouldn't get accepted because I don't have a photography portfolio, right? Like, it's not my dream job, so I probably shouldn't apply for it anyway. But God, I might. No, I need to make sure I apply for stuff that I think I can get. There's companies I've applied for so many times that I'm like half convinced I'm blacklisted. Or there's like genuinely something deeply wrong with me. But no one will tell me. I had a close call. I had like an interview and thought I genuinely had a chance with somewhere recently-ish. And unfortunately it didn't work out, and I didn't get any feedback, and I was really disappointed. I was admittedly a little bit delusional about it. There was no indication that I would get it, apart from just like genuine enthusiasm from the person interviewing me. I spoke about my notice period and was like, oh, like, is the fact that it's 2 months a problem? Like, even outside of this, do you think that that's an issue? And it's like, well, no. If you're right for the job, we're very happy to wait those 2 months. And I was like, oh, it's nice. Sweet. But just like, yeah. Bleh. I was very, very ready to take a pay cut for that job as well, which I was a bit mad about. But what else? Such is life. Not gonna harp on about it. Everyone being buying assistant. What's a buying assistant? Is that just like replying to messages, being like, hey, you look like you could use a tie with that shirt? No. I don't think that's what that means. I think a really big problem with the fact that I want a pretty significant, maybe not a significant change in career per se, but the fact that I'm so like frazzled from my current role is that LinkedIn, for example, uses what your current job role is as a basis to suggest you new jobs. So like, it's like, hey, I know you hate doing this job and you're looking for a new one. So would you like to do this job, but somewhere else? And the truth is, probably yeah. Help with buying our stock from start to finish. Oh, okay. That actually doesn't sound bad. Again, I'd have to spend time reading the description and making sure I fit it, but it actually doesn't sound bad. But do I have the experience, etc., etc., etc.? But yeah, LinkedIn is like, hey, this job that you hate, you want another one just like it? No. No, I don't. And like, when I was interviewing for this place that I was fortunate enough to interview with recently, it was for basically the same role that I do now, but for a much smaller company, and it made me realize that actually I don't want to, well, not that I don't want to, but I'm very happy to continue doing the same job that I do now if it's for a different company. But in my head, because I was so like insane about where I currently am, I've been deliberately avoiding anything to do with that role because I was like, I really don't want to, I can't do it. But I can. No need to be dramatic. But I still would like LinkedIn to give me some suggestions that isn't the exact role I currently have. I type in another random word, right? I'll type in the word product, like looking for like product managers or something like that, right? Or product associates or sales reps or something like that, right? And it would be like, you want to do like IT at company? And then I'll have to scroll by like 40 promoted posts, and all of it will be irrelevant. It's just frustrating. Is it time to get back into education? I would love to be able to do education, but I will not be able to pay rent, I fear. I think Jaden earns enough to sustain both of us. Oh, it was a harrowing day. When I got that job rejection whilst I was at work, I was like, oh, ooh. I was in the bathroom, just like taking a break because I don't take lunch breaks at my work at the moment. I'm actually not in any debt whatsoever. at the moment. I'm a little bit scared about the prospect of going into student debt. Not yet, just you wait till I'm done with you. Uh-oh. Fairly sure they need to give you your 1 hour time daily. Yeah, it's, so, how do I describe how it is? So I work basically alone, right? As in, like, so I'm on a team of people, but I'm the only person. I don't, like, have a manager or anything, and the office is so busy with people asking for my attention to help them with stuff that it isn't possible for me to take a break. Because if I leave the building, my phone doesn't stop ringing. And if I stay in the building, then people come and find me. And if I leave my phone there or put it on silent or something, I get, like, where were you? I was trying to reach you, da-da-da-da-da. And if I say I was on my break, they go, well, you should have, like, done da-da-da and this and that, and, like, oh, but I needed you then, and etc, etc. And it's the people that, like, they won't acknowledge that I'm on my break. They will just, like, they'll complain about me, right? And they won't complain to my boss that Kiri was on their break. They will say Kiri wasn't there. And then I get pulled into a meeting, and I have to go, oh, like, who was this? When was this? And either I'll get the details, unlikely, in which I'll be able to say I was on my break, in which case they might go, oh, okay then. Or they won't give me any information because they're like, oh, well, just there's nothing to do with you. Da-da-da. And then I just have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll try harder. So yeah, it's like, I very much could take my break if I wanted to. Not if I wanted to. If I wanted to, definitely. But it's just, it adds so much more stress to the day when I do, because I've tried it a few times as well, where I go, ooh, can I get away with it? No, I can't. So the best I do is I leave at 4:30. Right? When you guys get a kebab that's rolled in flatbread, what do you think of the foreskin bit that's just a bite of flatbread? Ooh, I actually really like it. I like the bit that's just bread at the start. You know, good big things to come. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Good choice. I hate having to eat the bread before the good stuff. Yeah. Conversely as well, me and Jaden were talking about this with Lewis yesterday. One of my favorite things about when I have like a flatbread or a pita or a wrap or something is when you get to the end, right? And you get like just sauce and bread. Oh, it's so good. It's literally so good. The saucy bread is so good. Because it's like, it's right at the end, right? It's like the most delicious bit of bread you've had in your life. It's so good. I don't want to complain. This is the last thing I talk about work today, okay? Right? But you have to know this. You have to know this because I had to live with it, so you have to too. Okay? Listen closely. I was talking to someone who was new, and they went on this whole rant about how they don't want to offend anyone by writing him in an email. I'm not going to give you details about that. It's a whole story that is frustrating. As frustrating to hear as you think it is, right? Whatever. It's fine. We had this whole conversation, and it turned out that the reason that he was saying this is because he saw that I have they/them in my email signature, which has never once been acknowledged for what it's worth. So, you know, that was a first in a way. And he was a bit like, oh, yeah, because, you know, you're them, etc., etc. That whole difficult conversation. Blah, 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 blah. And he leans really close to me, like within touching distance with his cheek to mine. It made me gag a little bit. And he went, don't worry, you're safe with me. I'm bi as shit. And that was it. That was the end of the conversation. That was his way of acknowledging that I don't go by he, him pronouns. That was cool. I, like, doesn't come up. Honestly, a big problem with my work isn't to do with that. I could be misgendered all day, every day, for all I care. And I would still complain the same amount. It was just the really, really creepy, like, don't worry, I accept you because he's bi? That was weird, right? That's really weird. Anyway, I've been pretty uncomfortable at work, but that's the first bite is circumcision. Is this true? If it was said differently, I think I could understand the sentence. Yeah, you know, I think that in a way it was like a, hey, I'm also marginalized somewhat. But that's not what it was. Why does your harrowing sexual intimidation experience remind me of Mac wondering why he didn't get blown? Yeah. It is exactly like that. Oh. Anyway, I could have gone without that happening, for what it's worth. If you even care. Am I the richest donkey in the world? I think I might be. Well, richest donkey in the world. We're reaching that time when it's time for me to wrap up, so... Why wasn't I blowed? No, other Mac. Don't worry about it. Mac, Always Sunny. I could go, yeah, There's a kebab place. There's two of them. There's two kebab, like, street food places in Walthamstow that are so goddamn good. And Thorny is talking about the foreskin bread is making me want it. Jaden, can we go to Walthamstow tomorrow at 9 a.m.? For a lamb kebab roll, ideally. I assume the place is still there, if I'm honest. Jaden has messaged you via LinkedIn. Uh-oh, am I in trouble? Are you hiring me? You want to go to Walthamstow? Walthamstow Market is where you get the best blankets.
Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing.
Once again, never in my many years in London have I gone, I fancy going to Walthamstow. Yeah. I will say it's a rarity. But there's a Turkish shop right down the end of Walthamstow High Street. I assume it's still there. It's been a while. And that's so good. It's so good. It's a really good area for like Turkish and Greek shops actually. It's very rare that I get to enjoy like my own culture's food from like supermarkets and stuff. It's always enjoyable, you know. But not for long. That's one thing I really like about a lot of Japanese and Korean food is that it can be really easy to buy like the required ingredients to make like a good broth or something, right? It's obviously never going to be like, it's not authentic to any fucking stretch of the imagination, but it is good. Oh no, what happened to you, Morgus? Harold the frog statue. Okay, I'm gonna do the frog statue, followed by the chandelier, and then I'm gonna wrap up and go the fuck to sleep for the evening. I think that sounds like a good idea, don't you? It's getting late. I need to go. Did you see that Luigi's Mansion is going to Nintendo Switch Online? You wouldn't be classed as North London if you were to move to Walthamstow, by the way. No! That's okay, that's Jaden's bag. Is Walthamstow south of the river? Or is it just a postcode thing? South of the river. South of the river. Sorry, my mum's accent is coming through every now and again. I love my mum dearly, but sometimes I accidentally say south or south or right instead of right, and then I remember, you know. I'm like, oh, my mother, she's plagued me with these visions. Okay, it's time. Kiri, did you fail geography? Or what? Why is everything south of the river? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why is everything cool and fun to go to? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm off ski, but thanks for being here. I've had a wonderful time. If you have anyone to raid, let me know, but I'm gonna skip that for tonight. But I realise I've been forgetting to do that, and I should probably go back to doing that. At least for a while, right? It's nice. Anyway. Everything south of the northernmost river is technically south of a river. Yeah, I guess so. So I'm right, is what you're saying. Yeah? Nah? Nah? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just so traumatized from Corridon, you know? Yeah, you know. South of the Humber. Bah, Humber. You there, boy, what day is it? Why, it's Christmas Eve, of course. Curious, secretly a northerner. I was born to live in Scotland, I fear. I think I can't tell you the story about how much hate crime I received when I was in Glasgow last, any more than I already have, but it just felt like home, you know? At home. Okay. I'm off ski. It's 10. Well, it's 9:59. Should I wait? I'll just wait till 10. Since we're having such a wonderful time. Home is where the heart is. My heart is in Bossman Chicken, I fear. Yeah. God, I could go for some Bossman Chicken. Should we go Bossman Chicken? Yeah, Bossman Chicken. I'm gonna go to Bossman Chicken. I'm not gonna. The diet is going too well. Anyway, good night. Thanks for being here. I'm having a wonderful time as always. Thank you.
Does anyone want some offie? I